think we are live. Hello, everyone. Please let me know if I am live, if y'all can't hear me. I think I'm dolo today. I don't know where Larry's at. He's the one who wanted to do this at 5:15. He's nowhere to be found. But the show goes on. Welcome all to another episode of our call-in stream. The stream where we take you guys' Discord phone calls and theories. And honestly, these are a lot of fun. Let me know if there's any sound issues. Let me know if there's any tech issues. Obviously, I'm dolo right now, so it might be a little more difficult for me to figure them out. Hopefully, we don't run into anything. But I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. Like the stream if you haven't already. For those that are new here, I am Seb from the TOPT podcast. We ended up doing these as a stream because we just really struggle to get to phone calls on Mondays. Like, it was a really tough time, and people have been clamoring for us to do additional streams, clamoring for us to get the phone calls. So it's really something that we wanted to do to be able to connect with you guys more often. And we made the financial efforts and burdens and dedications to do that. So welcome. I hope you guys enjoy this stuff. I know I do. I hit up the twins. They said they might join, so maybe the twins pop in at some point to answer you guys' questions. But right now, it's just me. So hopefully that's good enough for y'all. I do see a couple people in chat already. I do want to say what's up to y'all. I see a bunch of people. I see Antonio Freeman, TreyBrus, TwilightStrawhat, Teabag, Daniel Olivero, Lethal Z97, Q, Franco Cervantes, Cosmic Kelly, Fallen Shinobi, Aya, 597. They love Kelsey, Gabby, Luca, Loco. So, yes, I did see some conversation about Oda's health in the chat as well. Prayers up for Oda. I mean, they suddenly canceled the chapter. I know this isn't the first time they've done that. I know he rarely gets a full 8 hours of sleep, even with his work schedule trying to create the manga. So please put the prayers up for Oda. That's the GOAT. I hope nothing's too wrong with him. I hope he just needs some rest. I hope he's just tired. I don't even know what I would do if there was anything that was actually wrong with Oda, man. That would be heartbreaking. Truly, it truly would, man. Like, I don't know what to say. Definitely prayers up for him. Hopefully he's all right. For those of you that are asking how you join these calls, now, if you guys are on our Discord, you'll have to become a tiered member to join the call-in streams. How it works is you'd have to become a Shichibukai or Yonko tier member in order to become a caller. And if you have that tag, that role in the Discord, you will be able to see the call only entrance stream. Right now, people that are in the call waiting, you guys would be able to get the gifted members or gifted donations. Any donation or super chat that's $5 or over will count as one person being able to join in on the calls. But if you want a guaranteed spot, you'll have to subscribe as a tiered member in the Discord. So again, Warlord or higher, so Warlord or Yonko tiers. It's pretty easy to do that. You just have to become one of those members on the Discord. The announcement that I made a little earlier should have a link to our the Me6 link that gives you the access to become a member in that way. So it's pretty easy. A lot of people seem to enjoy calling, and if you become a Yonko tier member, you're also able to join in on our game nights that we're going to be starting to do monthly. So once a month we'll do a game night. But yeah, let me get into some of the super chats that we have sitting while I let some people load in for the call streams. Again, guys, if you want to join and participate, you have to be a Warlord or higher member on the Discord tiers. But yeah, I did see a couple people become Nakama and Warlords. I see Andre Barr, Aya597, Trinland, Shaquille Ambrosi, Extra Crispy, I Am Me, T Dot, J2X's, Sims D Cleo, John Carter, Rigby, and Gabby ended up becoming a Warlord member. on YouTube. Thank you so much, guys. We got another 5 Canadian dollars from Q. It says, first ever DDT I've seen. Heard about these things. Thought they were a myth. Not gonna lie. I have a game I want to play with y'all if I ever get to call in. Hashtag topped up. Q, good thing for you. You just donated enough to get somebody in. So if you want to take advantage of that yourself and be a caller, you can do that. Jump into the Discord, jump into the call waiting room. Let me know that you're Q in some way. Like what's your tag or name on Discord and let us know. And then you'll be able to jump into the calls. And you'll be able to, I'll drag you up to the call only stream entrance and then drag you up to the Den of Nakama. And then you can give let's play that game. It's just me. I don't know if you need the other hosts for the game to work. But it's a dolo stream right now. So I don't know if that will pause your agenda, but yeah. All right. And then we got another 2 from Franco Cervantes. It says, pray for Oda's health and recovery. No chapter this week. Yeah, man. I just was talking about it a little bit. I'm really, really hoping that all is well with Oda, man. He's truly the GOAT. He's an inspiration to all of us. And he created this community. I know he doesn't know anything about us, but without him, we wouldn't be here right now. Like, I wouldn't be on this stream right now. I wouldn't know half the people I know in the Discord. We wouldn't be engaging in the way that we do. We wouldn't have all the fun that we have on TOPT, you know? So it all comes from him. And I really, really am grateful for all he's done to this point. And I really hope that he's fine. I hope he's perfectly fine, man. Yeah. All right. So far, I don't have many people in the call only stream entrance. Just 2. So for now, guys, again, if you want to join in on the calls, you'll have to become a Warlord or Yonko tier member to gain access to the call only entrance voice channel. So do that, and then you'll have access, or wait for somebody to donate your way in. All right. Let's get Twilight in here. He's on the call only. He's been here for a little bit. So Twilight, talk to me, man. What's going on, bro? Twilight, you there? Twilight, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, my bad. I was muted, man. My fault. What's going on?
No, you're good. You're good. Actually, my question today isn't anything. It's not One Piece related.
Okay.
This time, I did have a theory, but I figured that'd be probably better with everybody to have everyone's take on it.
Okay.
Yeah, but no. If you had to pick out of the older generation of anime that's non-shonen, what would you say is your all-time favorite anime, and if it's different, manga?
From the old gen? What are we classifying as old gen?
Yeah, that's not... Here? We'll say... God, it kills me to say this, but pre-2006.
Okay.
Say 2007, 2006. Be like a good cutoff point.
Does
like Geass.
Okay, yeah. Does Death Note count? I know that's in that little range as far as when I watched it, but I'm pretty sure the manga dropped much earlier than that. So.
Yeah. I'd consider Death Note. Consider Death Note.
Death Note would be my top 1 as far as stuff that predates that time period and it's just older. And it's not technically. Is it shonen? I don't know if Death Note was shonen or not. I don't know if it even counts.
See, I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember if it was ever, because saying something for shonen kind of is hit or miss, because you could also, like, shonen in itself is its own genre, as well as people like to classify anything shonen as something that was aired or published in Shonen Jump.
Yeah.
And I can't remember if Death Note was aired in Shonen Jump or not.
Yeah, I think it was. So I'll just classify Death Note and I'll give you a different answer. I'll go with Ninja Scroll. I don't know if you're familiar with Ninja Scroll, but I was
that's a throwback.
Yeah, man.
That's a throwback.
Yeah, I was a big Ninja
I'm
Scroll guy, bro, and that was probably the first really dark and gritty and wild anime I ever watched. I shouldn't have been watching it as young as I was when I was watching it. I was like 8 years old watching Ninja
I know,
Scroll.
I know. Like,
So
goes. I remember. God, no, I remember watching one of my first gritty. I don't know if you've ever seen it. It's called Elfin Lead.
yes, I do remember Elfin Lead. I used to say Elfin Lied. That's how I used to
Yeah, no,
pronounce it.
same. Up until I learned the proper pronunciation for it, that was my first dark one I watched when I was like 9.
Hmm.
But no,
Oh
so I'm
man,
assuming Ninja Scrolls for your anime. What about manga?
manga. So I will say, how do I say this? Does Ippo count as a shonen or not? Because it was like a shonen. Was it? Because Ippo was my first like anime that or manga that I had like really dived into and read. You know what I mean? Like
See,
I used to cut school to
honestly,
read Ippo. You know what I mean? Like it was a
I'm kind
different
of
kind of binge.
no, I completely get that. See, because I don't think I would consider uh, a sports manga
Hmm.
to be classified as shonen.
Right. I don't think it is. I don't think it was
Because
ever
sports is its
published.
entirely no. I'd say Evo would be a good call.
Okay.
See,
Yeah, those are my two then.
for me,
Those are my two or three if you
yeah,
count
for
Death
me,
Note. But yeah, those are mine. Hit me.
we can throw Death Note in. We can throw Death Note in just out of respect. Garbage ending. I'm standing by that. But
See, so hold on. Before I let you go, for me, Death Note ended after episode 25. I didn't even watch the rest of the series until like a year ago. Not even remotely joking because
and,
all of my friends were like, "Yo,
and,
you gotta finish it." My brother, I put him on to Death Note. He's like, "Yo, it's great." I'm like, "Yeah, the first 25 episodes were the greatest thing I ever seen in my life." And he's like, "You didn't finish?" I'm like, "No, I didn't finish." And so they were bugging me about it forever.
honestly,
Ooh, see, she can talk.
honestly,
Don't do that, bro.
yeah, honestly, not finish it probably would have been the best than just leaving it because like 25 it was still pretty good. I mean, the manga ends entirely different. The manga goes a lot further. I won't spoil anything on that, but the
Mm,
ending in the manga is actually like really good because like
okay.
realistically, all I'll say is the light's not the actual like main focus by the
Okay.
end.
Okay.
But yeah, that there's a lot in the Death Note manga. But nah, for me, I'd have to say, God, see, I'm torn because the OG non-shonen anime, I would say, even to this day, is still I watch anywhere from up to 2 times a year. It's a little 26 episoder called Mongolian Chop Squad is what it's called in America, but in Japan it's just called Beck.
Beck. I feel like I've heard
And
of Beck. I've heard
yeah,
of Beck. I've heard
by
of
far,
yeah. I've heard of this.
by far to this day, still in my opinion, my number one anime above all.
Okay.
And it mainly because it just gave me a love for music early on to like express my because I don't flaunt it, but I sing here and there,
Okay.
and it's what made me also get into learning guitar. Like Beck is just peak, and then manga. See the manga aspects because I didn't start reading manga until like 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was strictly anime only because I didn't have like a good source to read it.
Mm-hmm.
But I did like go through backlogs and start reading all the ones for the shows that got canceled or ended. And it it being non shonen, I'd have to throw Air Gear out because I'd put
Oh,
Air Gear up there as possibly top one.
mm-hmm. Okay.
But I'd have to say my top one manga, mainly because One Piece isn't done yet. Like One Piece is up there, it's getting up there, but I can't, in good conscience, give something that's not finished. So I'd probably have to say for me, so far the favorite manga I've read, like Beck's manga's up there, but I don't know if you've ever heard of it. Rosario Vampire.
No, I never heard of it.
Rosario Vampire is, oh god, don't watch the anime. That's the one thing
Don't
I'll
watch
say.
the
Don't watch
anime?
the anime.
Okay.
Like, that was the first anime I ever watched, knowing it was an anime. Was Rosario Vampire, and it holds a special place in my heart. But God, it's nothing but fan service,
Okay.
and it completely butchered the plot. It's basically about a kid who doesn't get into high school. He flunks out his high school exams, but his dad ends up picking up a entrance slip from some random person on the street, and it turns out to be a school full of monsters.
Okay.
And he ends up going there and being the only human in a school of monsters. And it seems like the basic plot, but it gets so intricate in like him actually getting powers. Just in case anyone plans to read it, I won't go into anything more than that. But it blew me away at how I ended up binging, like, what was it, 100 and something chapters in like 2 days of like 60 to 70 page chapters.
Okay.
I think the final chapter was like 240 pages. Like, it was so good. That I'd have to say that'd probably be my two. Would be Beck for anime and Rosario Vampire for manga right now.
Okay. All right. I mean, that's awesome, man. Listen, I like a good anime recommendation. With the way that I travel now, I typically only watch anime if I'm with a lady friend, I'll say, or if I'm on a flight. So I put all the recommendations that I get in my notes, and then if they're available to download on like Crunchyroll, I'll see what's up. But that's
I would say the saddest thing is with Crunchy. That's the one thing that saddened me the most. Beck used to be on Crunchyroll because it was on Funimation before. Well, we know what happened with Funimation.
Yeah.
But
okay.
And it went to Crunchyroll, and now it's not licensed anywhere. So you'd have to find you can only watch it on sites. But a lot of the vast ocean of the internet, you can find sites that allow you to download stuff.
Yeah.
So
yeah, for sure. But yeah, Twilight, thank you, man. Thank you. I'm trying. Now you got me thinking of like all the old school anime I used to watch when I was younger. As far as a manga that's completed, technically I got into Vinland Saga much later, but it's an OG, right? Like it's from way back.
Yeah, no, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's some that are like really good. That's probably my top, probably my top 10.
That's my one like strike on my anime credit is I still have yet to watch season 2 of Vinland Saga.
Just read it, bro. Read it. Read all that. Vinland Saga is such a good binge, man. It's peak.
I've been on a manhwa binge like ridiculous, but other than Gachi Akira's manga I'm keeping up with. And that's
everyone's telling me I need to tap in. I downloaded all the episodes they have so far on season 1 on Crunchyroll.
It's done. Done. I'm pretty sure season 1's done.
Is it done now? Okay. Yeah, I'll probably lock it. I have a flight in like 2 weeks. I'll probably start watching for that. Yeah.
I wholeheartedly suggest Gachi Akira. That it's a little slow. I'll say that. Starting up, first couple episodes are a little slow, but after that, it picks up pretty intensely.
Now I've heard some people go at the pronunciation. Is it Gachiakura or is it Gachiakuta?
It's Gachiakura. Okay. I was one of the people who was saying Gachiakuta for the longest time until I heard the actual author say it, and oh my god, somebody in chat just listed the absolute most cursed anime ever, saying it's underrated. That is vile. Fully coolly. You can't have a name. That cool and say School Days is underrated.
School Days. Oh man.
Don't.
I also hated Fooly Cooly.
You've never seen it?
I ain't gonna lie. I was not.
That is crazy.
I was not a Fooly Cooly guy, bro. I didn't get it. I didn't like it. It was too. Maybe I need to go back and watch it. It was too much for me. It was goofy as hell.
No, yeah, no.
I was watching like, yo, what are we doing? Whole time.
Depending on the age you were, I could definitely understand that. Like, see, I always pair Fooly Cooley with Paranoia Agent, so I think that's why when I was younger, I just gave
didn't
Fooly Cooley
mind Paranoia Agent though. I didn't mind Paranoia Agent. It was, it was a little weird, but I liked it. Darker Than Black. Oh, Darker Than Black shout.
Darker Than Black. That's a wild throwback.
Oh man.
It's like Phantom of the Requiem. I watched Darker Than Black and Phantom of the Requiem side by side, 2 assassin shows.
Yeah. Okay. Listen,
those are always great times.
When you were bringing up like oldies, I'm thinking Lupin the Third, Big O.
Lupin the Third, yeah, Big O, Inuyasha, like OG Inuyasha. Heckin' the original, like Cowboy Bebop goes without saying.
Bebop, obviously.
See, I also, I was one that liked watching like old like Mushishi, Get Backers,
GTO. Oh, the Get Backers, bro. Oh man,
you're sincerely one of the only people I've ever heard even know what Get Backers is. That is amazing.
Oh my god, that's so. I have to like watch that again. That's so long ago. That's crazy.
And it's crazy that back then too, like that's as old of a show as it is, and it ran 51 episodes.
Yeah.
Like back then, having a show that ran that long was just crazy. But Dr. Hyde.
I see Saint Seiya in the chat. Oh my god. So
Saint Seiya always show love.
For those of y'all that don't know, Saint Seiya is called Caballeros del Zodiaco in Spanish, like when it aired in the Hispanic countries. So we have a Dominican friend in my group chat, and he named the group chat Caballeros del Zodiaco out of respect for Saint Seiya, and I never knew that until he told me. He's like, yo, all you guys watch anime, you guys have no idea why I named this thing Caballeros del Zodiaco. So it's just funny. It's just funny.
That is great. No, that's throwing. I see chat throwing out some goats too. Psychopaths. I was gonna say Jormungand. I don't know if you ever seen Jormungand. But that was. Have you ever seen Black Lagoon?
A couple episodes. I never finished it though. I'm thinking of Blue Seed now. Yeah, see, y'all got me thinking, man. Blue Seed X the movie. Like I'm just thinking, yeah. Y'all got me in my bag.
The original Trigun. The original Trigun.
Trigun's another one. Yes.
Like there is God, yeah. We could go on. I could go on for so long.
That's the thing.
So many anime in my life.
This is the thing. Like before the great what's the word they call it? Something, the great cooling or whatever of anime. Right, like people were where it
became normal.
Yeah,
where it became cool, and I was bullied growing up loving anime, and everyone out here like, oh,
I'll say this. Twilight, I was blessed. I was never bullied, right, for liking anime. Mostly because I have 7 older brothers, and bullying me was a death sentence, right? So it just didn't happen.
That's fair. Single child here.
But I will say. I never got why people stigmatized anime so much until I got to like high school and I started seeing how people who liked anime acted, and I was like, man, like don't Naruto run in the hallway, don't try to turn Super Saiyan.
Super Saiyan.
Yeah, don't do that, man. Like you can be.
See, cool. That's the one thing I'll say. Mm-hmm. I never did any of that. Like I was a closet little emo kid growing up, but no, it was like, cause I've always been a horror guy, like all the way through, like even to this day, genre wise, top pick for anything, movies, books, horror? Manga, anime, it's horror. And that's why so I remember that's why School Days killed me when I seen that in chat, but, no, cause I remember one of the earliest horror animes I ever watched was it's called Corpse Princess. Shikabane Hime
Okay.
is what it's called.
I'm not
and
familiar.
Like,
have you seen
no,
Gantz yet, bro?
that's
Have you watched
oh yeah,
Gantz?
no, I watched
Okay.
Gantz. I watched Gantz when I was like 10.
Okay, yeah. I was saying, it sounds like
I
you
don't know
love
why
Gantz.
I don't know why y'all say that's traumatizing. I'm like,
Listen,
that's light work. That's light work.
Gantz was dark. You know what it is? Twilight, you're not black, man. And I'm not trying to shade you for that. But you know exactly what scene I'm talking about when I say that.
Oh God, yeah.
Exactly. That me up. Yeah. I was like, what am I reading? What am I reading right now?
Bro, I'm telling. Did you ever read did y'all ever read I don't know if you could speak for Blair and the twins, but did y'all ever read Berserk? Like,
yeah,
actually read Berserk at all?
They have.
Like,
I know
that's traumatizing.
I know Larry has. I don't know if the twins ever finished this. I have a funny Berserk story, and I'll drop you after this one because I got to come some other calls.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good.
Yeah, no, you're good. So I used to, in the same apartment, I have a bookshelf right here, and a friend of mine let me borrow his Berserk Deluxe Volume 1. And I was like, yo, I'm gonna read this thing this weekend. I'm gonna take time out of my day. I never read anything hard copy. I'm typically a manga online or on my iPad kind of guy. I was like, you know what? Berserk is so goated. Everybody talks about it. I need to know what the story is, right? I'm kind of blind going in. I read, this is the deluxe. I open up the first page and I'm reading it, and Guts is smashing some demon or whatever, right? And I'm like, okay. Yeah. And my girlfriend at the time, walks into the room and she's like,
no,
are you reading porn right now? And I was like, no, I'm not reading porn. I was like, she's like, yo, you're reading fucking cartoon porn right now. And I was like, no, I'm not. And I closed the book and I never opened it again. So serious. And then
that's the funniest thing.
And then I gave the book back sometime this year. That was like 2 or 3 years ago. I gave the book back this year. I still haven't read Berserk. I know what happens though with Griffith and what's her name? Casca, I think her name is.
Yep.
Yeah, I know what happens, and I think that's part of the reason why I haven't. Typically, I need a spoiler to get me into a show. The spoiler for Berserk kind of got me like, okay, like I don't know. The
funniest thing is too with Griffith and Casca, like that's early game.
Yeah,
that's not late. That's early game. Like it gets so much more messed up.
Yeah,
so much more messed up. But no, I don't want to take any more time.
Nah, you're good. One last thing, I can't believe I didn't see a Vagabond shout in here, man.
Oh God, yeah, no. Yeah. Vagabond Outlaw Star. Oh my God. OG Gurren Lagann.
Gurren Lagann, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of OG anime out there, man. It's not just shonen. You don't got to be a shonen, bro. You know, there's a lot of OGs.
Exactly. A lot. I just feel like the reason I asked the question is because a lot of the more popular anime these days are all shonen. Like the people who jumped on the ship and haven't been a part of the fan base for a long time, all just heavily gravitate towards.
They don't know the struggle, man.
Shonen
they don't know about trying to download anime episodes of OVAs on Aries and what the hell is the name of this thing? LimeWire. And just trying to get it on YouTube when YouTube popped up.
Fair share.
They don't. Yeah, fair share. All right, Twilight. I gotta let you go, man. But stick around. I know you do a lot in the chat, so I appreciate you, bro.
Oh yeah, appreciate you. Have a good one.
Yeah, man. All right. Next up, let's get YoungBull Trent in here. He was waiting for a while. Trent, what's up, bro?
Oh, snap. My bad.
Nah, you good. Hey, it's just me today, so sorry if you wanted to talk to Larry or the twins. They might be popping in later, but they ain't here right now. They got me dolo. ISO.
Dang, that's crazy.
ISO.
Well, first off, I think we need to. I just wanted to say It's been a while since I've talked, and we've taken some W's since I've last been on here.
It's
Last time.
Yeah, man. That's how it goes.
That's how it goes. But nah, I have a little bit of a question. I just wanted to see where you would what you would think about this. But first, I wanted to ask, where do you think, so like from now in the manga, where would you say Doflamingo could fit in if he came back? Like, what would he give us mainly? Like, where would he fit in to make the story just not be like, he's going to cross guild type deal?
Oh, that's a
Because
great
I
question.
still want him back. Like I think because I feel like he's got so much undercover, like so much knowledge that we need that we could get from him, and I feel like he knew I feel like he's always known the throne was there.
Okay, so I don't want to take full credit for this because it's not my theory in full. I just have a little twist to it. I will shout out Mr. Morj on YouTube. This is where the idea that I heard this from originally. But Morj said that he believes that Doflamingo can get recruited to become a Holy Knight, depending on how Elbaf plays out. And I kind of like that theory. My twist on it is where it becomes a decision for him. So I'm all about crossroads and making decisions that can either push you further down a path or completely change who you are as a character, right? And so a lot of Doflamingo's story has been him with his found family after leaving the Holy Land, right? So you have Law, his arch nemesis, basically saying your family's fake and every action that you take is just exploiting them to a degree that they think you love them. They think it's real. Me and Larry have had debates about it in the past about the fakeness of Doflamingo's family and the love that he has for them and how legitimate it is and how willing he would be to actually sacrifice for them. And essentially, I want it to be a situation where obviously everybody has cross skill's going to get all the former warlords. Yeah. If they made it to Impel Down and they started freeing all of the warlords and all the people that they targeted, Doflamingo will obviously be a target. But what if at the same time as Cross Guild is freeing all these people, freeing the former Don Quixote family, going down the levels, right? They get to Doflamingo and somebody like Shamrock appears from an Abyss Circle and says, Don Quixote Doflamingo, I want you to become a Holy Knight. It would basically be giving the devil back his place in heaven. Where would Doflamingo make a decision in that space? To be the God's Knight that he was always meant to be, the Celestial Dragon he always wanted to be, have all the privileges and all the powers that he's always wanted, that he was cast away from when he was a child, not of his own decision, not of his own volition, but now he's offered that, or be with his found family down from that he found on the Blue Sea. Now, I'm of the belief that it might be a tough decision for Doflamingo to make, but I think he would still end up taking the route of being a Holy Knight with the added incentive in his mind of getting on the throne, finessing his way back up onto the throne, right? I don't think an avenue to get to the throne exists with Cross Guild in the way that it does if he becomes a Holy Knight. A lot of moving pieces there. And again, I do want to shout out Mr. Morj. That is his theory. It's just a little added piece to it that I think would be interesting for Doflamingo as a character. But that's kind of where I see it coming. I don't know if we'll get all that from him at this late hour in the story. But I do agree with you that him just joining Cross Guild doesn't really do it for me. I don't think it fully aligns with his character. And I have different visions for Cross Guild a little bit myself. So give me 1 second. I got somebody knocking on my door. Be right back.
All right.
Oh, I got you.
Mm.
All right, Trent, you can hear me? My bad. That's my
Yeah,
fault.
I hear you.
I don't know what that was about. Nah, I know what it was about. They were trying to sell some internet. Low key, I might need to take them up on that offer just to make sure my streams are good, but this ain't the time. But yeah, those are my thoughts. What are your thoughts on Dofi, his current place in the story? Where do you think we go from here with him?
All right, so Dofi, for me, of course, he's like one of my favorite characters. I've cosplayed him before, and I just don't. So I could see him like with you. Like I think your theory of not your entire, but your spin on that theory with him going to the Holy Knights, but still trying to get on that throne. I think that instead, if they raid Impel Down, I feel like he would just try and take. I think that he takes the buggy route and joins Cross Guild, but that's when we see a falling out of Cross Guild, and like I think that's when we see like the first time they go out and like they first set like they're done a first set sail, and as soon as that happens, I think that as soon as either something big with Cross Guild happens, that's when Doflamingo is going to be like, all right, we're not going through him anymore. It's going through me. And I feel like at that point, Cross Guild's going to break up, but Doflamingo's going to take some of the people from Cross Guild, just like how he kind of like manipulated, Dressrosa. I feel like he can manipulate. I feel like he also has the ability to manipulate Cross Guild into giving them, saying like, "Oh, I'll promise you this," even though they know that he's probably manipulating them. They also know that if he says, hey, if he could try to get us this, I mean, most of the time, he gonna do it. Like he gonna do it if we gonna ride for him. Then I mean, hey, he gonna make sure that we're straight. We just gotta make sure we do what he wants us to do. So that's when I feel like maybe he tries to like work his way back into, and I feel like he would still have to team. I feel like in the end, he's gonna have to team with another Yonko, and I feel like it may be Blackbeard in all reality.
I know
because they're both going up.
Yeah, I know
both going up top.
I know. Broker has a Doflamingo joins the Blackbeard Pirates theory that was pretty good. I'll let him speak to that if he ends up getting on the show. I texted him see if he could jump on, but I know he has a really good one.
I got one last thing. If you had to build your own crew from anyone in anime, who would it be?
Anyone in any anime?
Yeah.
Man. Oh man.
Because like you also got to think about personalities connecting, because you can't just be like, all right, let me just get GOAT. Like I think of it as each personality's got to click. Y'all gonna be there with like.
It's funny because I want to say Sanji just for the utility of having a strong fighter and somebody who can cook that well, but I can't stand smoking. Like if he's smoking around me all the time, I'd be mad as hell, bro. Shoot, man. Ah, man, I really gotta think. Hana as captain? Oh man, I'm the captain.
Oh wow, that's a crazy thing right there. They already kicked you out as captain.
Listen, I'm the captain of the ship here, okay?
Wow.
Jeez, I would like to have Hana on my team. He's not super powered, and it's not an anime; it's a manga technically. Man, yeah, you got that's a tough one, bro. I'm trying to think.
Nah,
who are you picking? Yeah, who are you picking? I gotta think about this.
Right, so of course, I'm the captain.
All right.
Now look, it's gonna be this one. The next one, my right hand man, gonna be simple, but like I feel like it's the best right hand man you could get, and I'm taking Zoro.
Okay, listen,
die hard. He's gonna. It's always he go ride and die with you. So I need that. Then see for my chef. What y'all don't know is Vegeta can actually cook. Hey, what y'all don't
there you
know.
go. There you go.
Hey, what y'all don't know is Vegeta can cook if he wants to.
Mm-hmm.
And look, I'm just saying, I could, you know what I'm saying? So I think I'm going to take Vegeta because he also could cook because it's not like he's a slacker. So I'm going to take him, and then I'm going to go to our navigator. That's a tough one because, I mean, Nami really do be navigating pretty well. You know what? Let's just put Nami on there.
We gotta stick with anime specifically, or we can go anywhere.
You could go anywhere.
All right,
because I know who the next one I'm gonna pick.
My right hand is gonna be Aang from Avatar, and I know I'm cheating, but
that's crazy work. I'm not even gonna lie.
Listen,
that's
Aang,
a great.
He can navigate all weathers, all situations. We got a flying bison if need be to escape situations. You know what I mean? He can go Avatar state. You know, he's a good dude, solid dude, not gonna backstab me at all. And if I'm getting grown, Aang, listen, I got blood bending in there. You can take people's powers away if need be, man.
I'm about to say, what if he get mad? What if you get mad? What if he get mad at you though? He gonna come straight for you. You ain't stopping him.
Listen. I'll get Katara to calm him down. You know what I mean? She's my navigator. How about that?
Okay, all right then. I need not. I also need a female on the ship. That's why I chose Nami. You know what I'm saying? We love our queens out here.
Now let's make Katara the navigator. Sanji's still gonna be the chef because I just feel like he cooks better than anybody else in anime history. So maybe that's ignorance, but he's also utility as a fighter. And then you pick Zoro, so I can't pick Zoro. I'll say man, I need a doctor.
I know who I'm getting. I want as a helmsman, give me Aquaman.
See, man, that's the type of stuff we need to be on right there. Yes.
See, look, let me tell you, Aquaman right there, controlling all fish people already. Off rip, they're coming. I could get Jinbei to come slide through as an ally, just off rip because Aquaman down there. Like, so look, Aquaman right there. Then my doctor.
My doctor's about to be cheating. It's about to be cheating. My team gonna be broken if I say my doctor.
Say your doctor. Go ahead. Let's hear it.
My doctor's Dr. Manhattan.
That's crazy. No.
Yeah. What's up?
All right.
All right.
I'm gonna go there. Look, have you ever seen this show? He's technically not a doctor, so this is really just a pick, just like Vegeta, who could actually, he could throw some food down. Look, have you ever seen Madaka's box?
No, what's that?
It's a little anime, and it's basically they can break the fourth wall, right? One of the guys' his name is Kitagawa. His power is all fiction.
All fiction?
It means all his is all fiction. So whatever he says happens. So if he, like in one of the episodes, he said he took the color blue away from reality. So there was no blue skies; it was a red sky.
So this guy can just do all things.
This is literally yeah. So think about it. Who's sick?
Now they're not sick because he can change.
Yeah, who's sick?
Oh, man.
He didn't get sick. Oh, who's got stabbed? He didn't get stabbed. Now he can, and the thing is, he can't die.
Okay.
It just resets for
him. Okay.
That's my doctor. Yeah, I know. I see Twilight. But I'm just saying, so that's my doctor I got my goat helmsman. Oh, wait, I need someone to read the poneglyphs.
I mean, I was going to have somebody like Light or L just be on the ship just because.
Yeah.
Maybe not Light. You know what I'm saying?
I was about to say, he gonna backdoor you.
Somebody smart, I don't want to go Batman just because F Batman. I'll go light, you know, just to make it not broken. And I'll go what's her name? Sailor Moon? I'll go her too, man. Just to keep the hacks alive.
So I'm gonna go with Shikamaru.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with that. And then I really want another female on them. Let's go. Not Sakura. Even though she does have healing magic, or she does do healing.
Go ahead, put Sakura on your
No, I'm not doing that. Go ahead. No, there's gonna be a trash can on board already. We don't need a second one. Like, we don't need a second one. All right. Because we're not going to be going against regular people. I feel like this is going to be a crazy one. You're going to have to let me explain. All right, I'm choosing Videl.
Videl? Hold on. This man sold, man. This man sold. I said I got Dr. Manhattan, and you say, let me get Videl. You could have went Boma. I wouldn't even been mad at you. You know what I'm saying?
Look,
Boma would have been a poneglyph reader. She would have been a scientist, doctor, all the things. She created a time machine, and you picked Videl?
Look, but you ain't let me finish though.
Yeah, you sold.
But
you
ain't let me. You ain't even listened to the explanation yet. Look, Videl already can fly.
Mm-hmm.
She, first of all, you got to think about everybody in Dragon Ball Z, who she fights, who they fighting. She fighting Cell, Broly, and people that look like they've been off perk 30. And they're just big and just. I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say because I'm not trying to get clipped. But like, it's nuts. Like, if she went into One Piece, it's kind of gonna be. She could still fly. First of all, my dude Kitagawa could be like, he can put some type of power on her. Brassy, like, give her some like little laser beam or something because he literally can do whatever. He can go Super Saiyan if he wanted to. He could give that to whoever. So I mean, she ain't, and she's still like she knows like. She has some type of like she can do medicine. Like, she's not crazy. Like, it's not like a crazy background, but like, I really have an all-star line. I just need someone really. If I'm gonna be honest, someone's gonna be watching the ship. We need cleaning done. Like, that was a wild.
That's what you got to tell. Yo.
That's nah. And then we didn't get a musician. I got Brooke. Brooke's my musician. Best swordsman in One Piece.
Musician. I don't know, man. You lost me at Videl, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You got me cooked at Videl, bro. You gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Boma was like right there, bro. You could have had anything, man.
Boma can't fight.
Bro, Boma don't need to fight. Boma goated. Boma is like that.
Bro, just think about. Okay, so look. Let me put this in perspective because look. Bro, I didn't bump my head. I see these chats in here. Why y'all
blaming you?
Bro.
Yo,
Fidel is crazy. Y'all feel like, see, look, y'all hating on Fidel, right? First of all, now look, this may have been a game experience, but like, who always in Dragon Ball is always the most broken one you could get in like fighters is Videl. For some reason, always broken. But look, Videl is not sorry. Like, she's not. She still knows martial arts, so she can at least fight. If you're in that position, I don't care what goes on. Yes, Boma, all she has to do is say Vegeta because I already have him on my ship. Yeah, I get it. But say y'all got an actual, like, you know what I'm saying, like an actual boss that like Vegeta's actually struggling with.
Bro.
He's gonna leave that boss.
Bro.
And if Vegeta's struggling,
right,
there's no helping.
Right,
like,
right, you're cooked, bro. I'm sorry. I don't know what to
no,
tell
I'm
you,
not.
bro. You're cooked.
No, I'm not. I'm not cooked. Y'all are just wilding. Y'all hate on Vidal. Like, what's going on? Bro said Michael Jackson.
Yo,
like that was gonna
Michael Jackson would have been a better pick, bro.
Y'all are lying. Y'all are lying.
Yo,
okay.
Michael,
Word? No. What's Michael Jackson gonna do?
Yo,
Michael gonna moonwalk into the water.
Trent, Michael Jackson has conquered his Haki in real life. He was making people pass out with his presence alone. It's true. I've seen it.
Look, bro. Y'all are hating right now. Look, y'all are hating. I don't know. Like, nah, you should. If Larry and the twins get on here, you should let me tell them this lineup. But look, it's the best lineup because you got to think. There's like, you got to think about how like even the Shaw has do. They're gonna send like their top 5 out there. You know, there's gonna be like 3 people on the ship.
Bro, I picked Dr. Manhattan and you picked Vidal. Those 2 things happened.
Dr. Manhattan will not even be a factor because what's it called?
Okay.
Okay. Do you know what all fiction is? He's
listen,
gonna delete you.
You made that up.
That's not made up.
It's not a real person, man.
No, that's not. I promise you. Seb, I want you to go to my YouTube. I literally made a video. I made a video about him. It was a video explaining his powers and how broken he was.
Listen, I'll pick. I still got like 5 picks left, bro. I'll pick Lady Death and end this, bro. You know what I'm saying? I can pick.
She can't move if she's gonna be like trying to kill him. What's he gonna say? Oh, I'm not dead, and then or your move doesn't work. And then guess what? Nobody's dying.
I picked
what's she gonna?
I picked the author of whatever manga series that is.
That's crazy. So we're picking authors now. So we're picking authors.
Listen, cool. Michael Jackson was on the table, man. Everything was on the table.
Michael Jackson, bro. You got to think at least like 5 of us got conquerors.
You can be a conqueror all you want. If Michael Jackson starts singing, you're gonna feel away.
That's crazy. No, that's not.
I'm wrong,
bro. Vegeta's not gonna do nothing. He gonna punch him in the stomach.
Bro.
He gonna rip a hole through his stomach.
I got Bulma too, though.
But I got Bulma. Make him the new ace.
But I got Bulma though.
What?
So it don't matter. Vegeta's not gonna do anything.
What, you gonna throw Bulma in front of Michael Jackson?
You
can't even make it there in time.
You think Bulma and Michael Jackson wouldn't get along? Are you kidding me? Come on, man.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that in a fight, if Vegeta had to go to Michael Jackson and fight him, and now since they're on different sides, Vegeta has no alliance with Bulma.
No,
he will kill her.
See, now you taking now you taking people out of character. We can't do that, man. Vegeta not killing Bulma for nothing.
He was gonna kill her until he smashed. Like he was gonna kill her. But look, and then so you're gonna be that guy. You're gonna be Blackbeard, is what you're gonna say. See, look, that's Blackbeard stuff right there.
Listen, bro.
You're gonna throw a girl in front of you so then he won't punch you.
It's not about that. It's about her telling her husband what to do and him listening, man. Vegeta.
Okay, so then what happens when I put Zoro over there and he cuts him up for? You know, he gonna do whatever. He gonna be like, all right, bet.
I got Sanji already. At the minimum, he can stop him, bro. It's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be.
But he still wins.
Michael Jackson getting the sauce off, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you,
bruh. Michael Jackson or Brooke. I got Brooke.
I got Michael.
Kill him.
I got Mike.
He can't kill him. He's already dead.
Listen, Brooke had a 2-year run. It was cool. MJ forever, bro.
Bro, I could say the same thing about Juice. You know, I could go get Juice WRLD.
Man, get Juice WRLD. We talking about Michael Jackson, bro.
I'm talking about Juice WRLD's in Fortnite. Juice WRLD's in Fortnite.
Trent, I'm dropping you. Trent, I'm dropping you.
That's crazy.
I'm dropping you. I said Michael Jackson. You said Juice WRLD, bro. Have a good night, man.
That was crazy. Okay, that was a crazy one. I know that. Wait, okay, so Vegeta, the only survivor on my crew. You think I'm dying too?
You come at Michael. Ain't nobody on my crew letting that happen, man.
Bro,
nobody.
I have Vegeta's gonna wipe out your crew.
Nah, bro. Dr. Manhattan got Vegeta, man. Sailor Moon on my crew too.
Dude, what I'm telling you is all fiction will wipe her out. Like, do you not know how broken that is?
I guarantee you all fiction's a Michael Jackson fan. I guarantee it. Guarantee it.
So we got the fiction world being Michael Jackson fan.
Yes.
So what happens when he's like, who's Michael Jackson?
Michael will show himself. and the battle will change.
So when he killed Michael Jackson, Michael Jackson just don't have to right back.
Michael Jackson can't be killed canonically, bro. All right? Not possible.
Bruh, I want to know why the hate though.
I like it.
Listen,
your team was clean. You picked Vidal and you sold. I'm sorry.
That's one person, but I get, okay?
I got no weak links,
now
bro.
people are saying my whole team is dying.
No weak links over here, bro. None. Even Michael, even Bulma, they all carry weight. Vidal just existed. All right,
bro. What? Like, Bulma can't fight.
She don't gotta fight. Trent. I gotta get to another call, but I appreciate you being here, man. This was fun.
Hey, man, no problem. It's always fun to talk to y'all. I need. Oh yeah, what y'all's next convention? I needed to plan ahead for that.
Larry question.
That's a Larry question.
I don't know.
We were thinking about Comic-Con, but we couldn't get another ticket. But I think I could still apply for it. But if not, that's probably the next convention.
Is that Larry?
That's Larry. Yeah, he popped in midway through.
Wait. So Larry, my team. Come on, like it's not that bad. It's not like as bad as they're selling. Like,
listen.
Mr. Manhattan rewrote the DC universe by himself.
He picked
God.
He picked all fiction though.
Madaka's box is?
He picked.
You know what Madaka's box is? Have you seen that?
No, I haven't.
Oh my god!
Hey man, you going outside of the realm of actual pop culture, bro. You can't do that.
What? But like all fiction can literally. He literally turned the anime into a manga.
Dr. Manhattan could do more than that.
Bro, he can literally delete him from the show. Like, be like, hey, bro, you're gone, bro.
Yo, Trent, I gotta get another call in though, man. I appreciate you.
All right, bro.
Have a good night.
Great talking to y'all.
Later, Trent.
Later. I'm gonna have to hear this from the guys in here.
Yo, Larry, Trent too funny, bro. He asked me to like build a random anime crew, right? We took turns picking. So we're picking random anime crew members or whatever to fill roles. And then he picked Vidal. And everybody was like, oh, he's sold.
Why would he pick Vidal?
I have no idea, bro.
What the hell?
Yo,
he just learned how to fly.
Yo, he picked Vegeta as his chef. Vegeta can't cook though, right? To my knowledge.
Yeah, he could cook.
It was pretty funny. Oh man. So I picked Bulma to cancel him out. So picked Michael Jackson as my musician. So anyway, let's get into, I think we got a couple super chats. Welcome Larry to the call. Don't mind
sorry
Larry
about being late.
Yeah, don't mind Larry being late. He has some familial obligations, so he's good, bro. Don't worry about it. Right, we got a couple super chats, Larry. I'm glad you're here for these. We got 250 from Felipe. It says, "Greetings from Portugal. Love the content. Thank you." I'm trying to remember the last time.
Thank you from Portugal. Yeah. Love you guys.
It might be Felipe because I remember was it Felipe from Portugal? Or am I tripping? From high school? Maybe I'm tripping. But yeah, thanks. Another 2 from Jada Rude. I want to see Dofi as a chaotic good. Like similar in like a crocodile kind of role, maybe? I don't know. Maybe. We got another 2 from Jada Rude. Tim's gonna be my singer? Don't at me? Do you mean Thames? Like the shouty from West Africa? Because I love Thames. All right. Another 2, Canadian from Agent Q. Videl is a sorry pick, but Vegeta as a cook is wild. Yeah, man, he sold with Videl. I don't care. I'm not gonna let him live that one down. I can't call it. Another 5 from Jada Rude. My whole crew gonna be every character in Space Jam plus Michael Jackson. Hey man, that crew could find the One Piece. I think so. We got another Warlord join the ship in Shadow Knight 22. Welcome. Enjoy all the emojis that come with being a Warlord. And then another 14 Czar from Aya597. It says Michael Jackson versus Piccolo would be crazy. It would be pretty crazy. I ain't gonna lie. But Q had donated 5 and asked if he could call in. So let's get Q in here. Agent Q, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
How's it going, man? Welcome.
Hey,
I know
what's
this
up,
is like
man?
your
Not too much,
first
not too
time.
much. How you doing?
Good.
I am honored to be in here.
You don't gotta say all that, man. We ain't shit.
Listen, man,
No,
we're honored
I-
to have you here, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm here. Let me just mute you on YouTube.
Okay.
How's it going, guys?
Chilling, man. I know you said you had a game you wanted to play. It's me and Larry here now with you. I don't know if that's enough to play the game.
Yeah, no, it's good enough. It was basically I came up with it one time when I was listening to one of your pods earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Some guy had you flip to different pages of different mangas
Mm-hmm.
and pick people off of it to fight. So I made a list
Okay.
of 1 to 100 people from One Piece.
Okay.
And so I was hoping there would be 4 of you guys have like a little short DDT kind of thing.
Okay.
But it could work perfectly with 2. So what I'm going to have you guys do is pick 2 numbers each.
Okay.
From 1 to 100, and then those 4 characters, I'm going to have you guys battle them out, see who would come out on top.
So we're picking
17.
Hold on. So we're picking the strongest character that we see from the page of the chapter number that you decide. I guess.
No.
Oh, no.
It's just I listed
Oh,
characters
you have
from 1 to
100.
100.
Ah,
I
okay.
have 100 characters. So you guys, whatever number you pick, it's going to be a character, and you guys could figure out who would win in a battle, I guess.
So we're picking 2 numbers each.
2 numbers, yeah.
Okay. Larry, you said 17. I'll go 8 as my first number.
17.
Yeah.
So 17 and 8. Hold on, where's my pen at? And okay. So we got Doflamingo
For Larry?
and for Larry. And then you said 8?
Yes.
7? So of course this will stop working. So 8 is Otama, which sucks.
Come on, man.
GG's.
Come on, man. All right, we get 2 numbers though, right? We get 2 numbers.
Yeah, you got
Jesus. Jesus. Oh my god. Okay. My second number is 88. Talk to me, bro.
All right, yo, Blackbeard. So that's your boy.
Oh, let's go. I got something.
Okay.
35.
35 is man. So Gecko Moria.
Okay. We back live. Blackbeard got a solo though, because it's not looking good for Tama.
It's a good thing he has 2 devil fruits.
Can Blackbeard beat Doflamingo and Gecko Moria head up? Does Otama have to survive?
No.
I'm up.
Who last man standing? Yeah.
Let's go. Larry, don't hate. You know I got this, bro.
Wait, say it again.
It's
So,
go ahead.
essentially it's Doflamingo and Gecko Moria versus Blackbeard, and then Otama's there for like moral support. There was a combination of some sorry picks, so it was bound to happen, I guess.
I think I win.
No way. I'm gonna put it in chat. There's no way you think you win this, bro. What?
All right, so listen up real quick, right? Through fair and reasonable speculation, I can say Gecko Moria's shadows can counter Blackbeard's darkness because they react the same way, except Gecko Moria's doesn't pull in anything. But Gecko Moria could pull himself through the shadows. So why wouldn't he be able to do it with Doflamingo? And then Doflamingo can also enhance both of their abilities by adding his Conqueror's Haki to them. And Blackbeard is not a mobile character, right? So that means that once Doflamingo turns everything into string, Blackbeard has to try to fend himself on unstable ground, which is something he's never been able to do, as we've seen with the law fight.
It's pack watch, bro.
Can
The
you
Dura.
cast?
it's
I don't know. Can you actually? Can someone cast their Conqueror's Haki onto someone else's Devil Fruit?
Probably. I don't think Doflamingo can do it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I mean, it's. I think in theory that makes sense, but I don't know if that can actually happen. Although I will say this: Gecko Moria using a shadow in Blackbeard's dark fruit. I mean, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But you also have, I don't know, you got that Quake.
Listen, the Quake fruit, the Yami, he got enough. Moria out here losing to pre-skip Luffy, man. Dofi.
Put it this way.
Dofi's strong, but he's not strong enough. You know what I'm saying?
Put it this way. Blackbeard gets caught how many times in a fight? You would say about what, like 87% first hit, right? What if I was to say that during that first strike, Gecko Moria ends up cutting off his shadow because Blackbeard doesn't notice what he can do automatically from Rip.
Okay.
And then he puts the shadow into himself, and now Blackbeard has to fight his own self through Gecko Moria.
Well, if he's able to take the shadow, Blackbeard's unconscious for what, 3 days or whatever. He can probably wake up from that because he doesn't sleep, right? So I don't know how the shadow thing would work with that. If he takes the shadow itself, you don't like retroactively receive the damage though that other people get. So like Moria would just get the physical durability of Blackbeard. He wouldn't get like his Quake and his darkness, right?
Or he starts getting his Quake and his darkness because what did Oars get when he took Luffy's shadow?
Speculation though, like would Blackbeard, if Blackbeard, because I'm assuming he's gotten better with the dark fruit, would he be able to fully absorb Gecko Moria's fruit? Like as soon as Gecko Moria touches his shadow, it's just like it's up for Moria.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
and he got to worry about Doflamingo then.
Yeah, no, listen, it'll be tough. I'm not saying it's straight easy work, but I don't think the two of them are beating Blackbeard to me. I don't think so. I don't think it's enough Blackbeard. But I think Blackbeard's a real Yonko. Other people like Larry don't. You know? Who do you think wins? I know chat is backing Larry with this one. So who do you think wins?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm also backing Larry, Gecko Moria. I think Gecko Moria, even if he gets put out by Blackbeard, I think Dofi still has it enough in him to take down Blackbeard. Maybe not solo. Like Gecko Moria is gonna have to put in some work before he gets taken out. But I think if Gecko can put in some damage to Blackbeard, Dofi's just maniacal enough to do it. Like they're both maniacal, but Dofi will cut your leg off. He'll cut you off like pieces. You know, that's what I think. Plus, that Conqueror's Haki is no joke. Until we see Blackbeard use Conqueror's Haki, I have to give it to the Conquerors. You know.
Okay. I got at least it's Dofi, man. Dofi's my guy, so I ain't mad. I ain't too mad. I know we all know who really wins. But
yeah, end game series, absolutely. Blackbeard's taking that. He doesn't even need Otama. He'll probably take Otama too. But
that was very funny.
You know?
Otama got smoked for Moria low key, man.
Oh, Otama's I remember she's got that Luffy punch, bro. You know, don't count Otama out.
Is Moria even human? The Kibi Dongo might work on him, man. For real.
Stop.
That's actually true. Can you imagine?
Listen, does she get her peoples? Are there animals present? Is there?
I mean,
what am I working with?
I imagine this fight is happening on Wano, so I imagine because Otama's not traveling anywhere.
And Moriya's from out there, apparently. So we
apparently he's Kazuki. So maybe he gets Wano people on his side. Although that's a question though. Who are they gonna follow? They gonna follow Otama who freed them, or Gecko Moria who's a Kazuki? Apparently.
Let's do another one. What's up?
All right. Okay. Give me some numbers. Get my book out.
Larry, you want to go first again or not? Oh, we might have lost Larry.
I'm gonna say 21.
Damn, I was gonna say 21. That's crazy. I'll go 100.
Okay. Well, that's off to a fun start. So right now we're off Sanji and Black Maria. So that's kind of funny how that worked out.
Let's go. That's a W. That's a W. That's a W for me. I have Black Maria, right?
Yeah.
Oh, let's go. Okay. All right. And I'll go with for my next number. Oh man. 51.
Okay. That Ace.
Okay.
That's a little closer. Okay, Larry. I know your boy just got taken. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 56. Gomu.
56, eh? Nico Robin. So that's actually.
I think I got that, bro. I think I got
that. Yeah, it's GG's. You won. We gotta do one more. We gotta do one more to settle the.
Let's go.
That's definitely.
Although
technically,
if they just swap, I think you got it. Right?
Yeah.
Am I tripping?
Yeah,
like if they just swap opponents.
Larry got ace.
I think No, I'm saying if because he has Sanji, I have ace, and he has Robin, I have Black Maria. Maria, Robin already beat Black Maria, and it depends on how the world thinks, but I think Sanji can beat Ace, right? Or probably would. So it's like, if they just swapped opponents, or am I misremembering who got who here?
No. Yeah, you're right. Sanji and Black Maria, and then Robin versus Ace. So if they swapped, Robin did beat Black Maria.
That's what I'm saying.
You think Sanji can beat Ace?
Yeah, I do actually. But
yeah, I do too.
Not for the purposes of this battle right now. So
no. All right. Yeah, maybe Sanji could beat Ace. I don't know. I never really gave that much thought. He does have a lot more Haki now. All right. Okay.
Let's do a third one. Just we'll say I won, even though I probably lost that one too.
Okay. I gave you the check mark. Okay.
You.
So, who's going first?
Give me number 1.
Okay, Luffy.
Give me 23.
23. Kid.
Oh, F you, bro. F you. Luffy number 1, bro.
Honestly,
man.
The list was randomized. I got AI.
There's no chance.
The list was randomized, bro.
I gotta pull a Shanks, bro, or something. There's no way I just got Kid. All right, Larry, go ahead, man. Make your next pick, bro. I can't.
GG said.
Listen, maybe I get Garp, bro. I don't know. I can get somebody, bro. Roger, something.
I do have all the big guys on here, so they're in here.
Give me oh man. Give me 10.
There you go. Okay, there you go. You got rocks. So there you go.
Let's go. It's
you got
GG's. That was GG's, bro. Talk to him. Yeah.
All right. No, there's still people that can combat on there.
It doesn't matter. Yo, Q, it doesn't matter. I have rocks. Larry will not say whoever it doesn't. You'd have to pick Joy Boy right now for him to be like, oh, I still won.
Well, I know what number Joy Boy is, but I mean, it's not impossible for Larry to say that number.
Listen,
but it's
Larry. Go ahead, bro. You already said 100.
You already said it, yeah.
24.
24 is not that. No. You got Beckman.
GG's, bro. Thank you. Appreciate you.
But anyway,
yeah, at least we get the kid versus Beckman rematch, you know?
I thought, yeah, I guess so. I'm sorry, Larry. Seb picked all of your favorite characters.
Yes.
Except for but
he picked Sanji,
yeah.
so and Doflamingo. So.
Yeah, but I know. I've watched a couple of your videos here now, and I've seen that Larry and Rox and Ace, they go. I feel bad for you, my man. I'm sorry.
Listen, that's a fun game. I would love to play it again. With all the twins and everything, with the twins too. Like this is fun.
Yeah, I think because I've actually never seen a DDT. So when I saw this, I didn't actually read it all the way through. So I clicked the link immediately, and I was like, "Yeah, DDT." I put a super chat and everything. And Twilight's like, "Yo, my boy, this is the call-in." I was like, "Fudge."
No, this is dope. I would say bring this back. And I know you ended up donating as a super chat to join. Going forward, if you want to participate in these call-ins or the DDTs, just become a tiered member on Discord. It's a monthly subscription, but basically, if you're a warlord or higher, you can join in on call-in streams like this. And if you want to join the DDTs, you just have to become a Nakama or a server booster, which is a slightly lower payment per month. But,
absolutely. No, I plan on doing it for sure because I've been listening to you guys for 2 years now. When I started hitting the gym, I started listening to you guys. I found you guys randomly while like doom scrolling on the toilet, and you guys popped up with a debate on something to do with Wano, early Wano or mid Wano, whatever. And I was like, yeah, these guys know what they're talking about. And I don't really have anyone to talk One Piece really. Like people watch other animes. But you know how everyone is. They're like, oh, I don't want to watch One Piece. It's too long. It's too long. I'll never get through it. Meanwhile, you got freaks like me that have watched it like 4 times, and like read the manga series up to date. So like I started listening to you guys when I was walking my dog and like going to the gym, and so I've been itching to get on a call. So this has been awesome. Thank you.
No, it's no problem, man. Appreciate it. Would love to have you again.
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime. I'm always listening every Monday. I even so don't tell my manager. Hopefully none of my coworkers are on here. But I like switched my shifts so that I get off early on Mondays so I can listen.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. You went from doom scrolling to working out and listening to us, and now you're switching your schedules around, man.
Larry's got that inspiration. I want to be as strong as Lava one day.
It's more than the twins do, bro.
Hey, they fight horses, okay?
Yo, bro.
Or Law fights horses.
The twins might show up today. You don't know.
They might. Right. But yes, no, I'll definitely I'll do that for sure. I'll get on there.
All right, man.
Nakama.
Appreciate you, bro.
All right. Absolutely. Talk to you guys later.
All right. I have a couple super chats I'll read before we get to the next take or call. $10 from Lame 07 or Lame 07. I'm sorry. Yo, Sebmon Larrymon, since Mihawk doesn't want to fight Shanks anymore because he has only one arm, do you think he would want to fight Shamrock since he has both arms at the final war? Do you think Shamrock is Mihawk's final opponent or final war opponent? I think he'd be down to fight Shamrock. I don't think that we're going there in the story, personally. Like, I don't think that's where Oda's taking us. I don't see a Mihawk versus Shamrock matchup being a thing that would really make a lot of narrative sense. Okay. So yeah, I don't think there's much there. Larry had to step away for a little bit. Lame, so sorry. He might be back in a bit. I'm not sure, but yeah, I just don't think that that's where we're going with that personally. Thank you for the 10 though. Another 20 from Regal Sloth. Glad to see my favorite man Kuzan get the win yesterday. Not as close as I thought, but I do think Kuzan wins high diff. My dude said F you to DF weaknesses and froze the seat. Also, love the new content. Keep up the great work, guys. Thank you, man. Yeah, we did this. I think I always say it at the beginning of the call-in streams. We just weren't able, we haven't been able to get the calls consistently enough. And I talked to Larry, I talked to the twins, like, hey, what if we just went live on another day out of the week to dedicate it specifically to calls? Obviously, we'll still do super chats. We won't get the same volume of them as that. And then they basically said, yo, we'd be down. You just got to take, you know, the initiative to make it happen. So here we are. Obviously, I'm streaming now. I started Dolo. Larry's jumped in, but you know, I'm gonna try to be as consistent with these as I possibly can. And yeah, I mean, these are a lot of fun. That game we just played was fun. All the super chats, all the talking, all the engagement. We want to be the channel that engages with our fans as much as possible. So you'll see me in Discord often. You'll see me on these streams pretty often. And I try to do them as consistently as I possibly can for you guys. So hit that like button if you haven't already. I know I see 182 people in here, but only 110 likes. So please help the stream, help spread the awareness of TOPT out there, and try to get more people to call in. All right, let's get back to calls. Let's get TreyBrus in here, or TreyBrus. Trey, you there? Trey?
Hello?
Yes, sir. What's up, man? What's going on?
What's up?
Chilling, man.
This is my first time calling in.
Yeah, welcome. I hope you're having fun. I hope you're ready. I don't know if you have a theory or something, just a question, a hot take, or a matchup, but I'm ready, man. What's up?
It's not anything One Piece related, unfortunately.
Okay, that's fine.
But I just wanted to keep it short and simple. I just wanted to flex. I texted you about it in the Discord earlier, actually. I told you I was gonna call in about it, but I just wanted to flex my Clash Royale status.
Oh.
over
Chris, right?
Chris.
I think Chris was hating on you or something like that.
Yeah. He was kind of glazing himself, saying he would beat me and stuff like that. And I beat him 4-2, I think. 3 crowned him and everything. Can handle it. Yeah. That's all I really wanted to address. I said I told him I would do it, so you know.
Can you elaborate on how this works? I don't know anything about Crash Royale or Crash Royale, whatever.
Clash Royale, it's like a mobile game, and you're basically trying to take down 3 towers against the other person trying to take down your 3 towers, and you have 8 cards in your deck, and it kind of like cycles through or whatever as you place them, and you have like a certain time limit to do it. But by the end, like, you can't ever tie. Whoever has like the lowest tower, even if you don't take a tower, will lose the game because it chips away at the damage at the end. But I played 6 games against him and I beat him 4 times. 3 crowned him once, 2 crowned him, 2 crowned him, single crowned him.
Okay. I put a poll up that says, "Is Chris trash at Clash Royale?" I'm sure there won't be much bias on the poll.
Yeah,
we'll see. But yeah, I mean, flex, bro. It's your time. Flex all you want. Do you have an anime or One Piece related question at all, or you can if you don't, it's fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, me and my girlfriend, we were listening to the DDT the other day, and it was Green Bull versus Zoro, and she just wanted to say that Zoro should have won. We should have been there. I understand.
Listen, yeah, I ain't support y'all boy. I don't know what to tell you, man.
But I will stand on that. I do think Zoro should have won that as well.
Let me ask you. You watch the DDTs with your girl?
Yeah, I do.
I appreciate the support,
Not
man.
all of them.
No, listen. I love that, man. That's a cute little thing that you doing with your lady, man. I'm glad to be a part of it, bro.
She's caught up all the way. So.
I need that, bro. I need that in my life. I need a girl that can do DDTs with me, man. To be right here. You know what I'm saying? Giving her take. Saying Zoro should have won when he shouldn't have. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, he definitely should have, though.
Yeah, yo, again, DDTs are they're for y'all.
I understand. I should have been there. I should have told Chris. I would have.
You was too busy.
Zoro a point for sure.
You was too busy boo loving and playing Clash Royale to support your boy. Yeah, to support your man, bro.
And I've also heard some discourse on Sanji versus Katakuri.
Mm-hmm.
I think Katakuri got that.
Okay.
I don't think it should be for debate, honestly.
You don't think it should be up for debate at all? Okay.
Nah, I think Katakuri wins every single time.
Okay. All right.
But that's just, I'll leave it at that.
All right. Appreciate the call, Trey. Definitely I'll see more of you, I assume.
Yeah, I'll try and get some more calls. Just let it be known I'm the best Clash Royale player in the Discord.
This is about as much as you're going to get from me, bro. I don't know the game.
That's fair. No one else should push back. Not even Chris.
That sounds like a challenge, man, for those of y'all that play.
Hey, they can try. I played Chris. You know? I let him know.
Okay.
Just a fair warning.
Listen, Trey put it out there. TreyBrus put it out there. He the GOAT at Clash Royale in the TOPT server. So if y'all want to challenge him, he ready, man. Any and all challenges.
Ready. Always ready.
All right. Have a good night, man.
All right. You too.
Y'all wild, man. Y'all so wild. We did get another $5 super chat from Jada Rude. It says, yo, Mohawk is cap. Shanks has a saber. You don't need two hands for a saber. Am I tripping? I don't know enough about swords to give an accurate take on that. But I do feel like when I see people use sabers, they be one-handed. So you probably right. Probably right, man. Is Mihawk just ducking? Is Mihawk just ducking Shanks, people? Is that what it really is? Is this a fake excuse to duck? Maybe. I'll put a poll up. I'm curious. Is Mihawk just ducking Shanks? Nick says when he's seen TreyBrus in VC, he knew he was gonna be talking. What? All right, well, let's get another caller in here. Who have I seen in here for a while? Sure. Let's go with Davide, I believe it is.
Oh, hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Davide, you
What's
there?
good?
Yeah, man. What's up?
Yeah. Yo, how you doing?
Chilling, man. Chilling. I hope you're good.
Yeah. Kind of calling in. I got my exams next week, so I'm trying to keep it not too long. But I wanted to have a one-on-one with you, Seb. I've been a bit disappointed with you.
Disappointed with me?
Yeah.
What'd I do?
Yeah. Yeah, Seb. Well, ignoring the fact that you just put up a poll about whether Mihawk is ducking Shanks, I'm gonna ignore that.
Okay.
You have gotten into multiple debates with Larry over Sanji, and you failed to defend him multiple times. And I've been disappointed.
Me?
Yes.
I defend Sanji all the time.
No, but you're.
I just said he beat Taze 2 seconds ago. What's up?
No, that's fair. But I think I wrote something up again. It's a response to some of Larry's arguments. But I don't know if Larry's here. So I want you next time, if Larry tries to slander Sanji, I need you to step in and confront him. I need you to cook him.
Okay.
I'm here.
Oh, Larry's here. My bad, Larry. My bad. Never mind. You heard nothing. My bad, man.
Don't freeze up now, man. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'll just read what I wrote down. I'll keep it quick. So, Larry keeps downplaying Sanji's feat of blocking Kizaru's laser, saying it's unimpressive because Luffy managed to dodge Pacifista lasers post time skip. But in my opinion, that misses the point of the scene. How many characters have actually stopped a light beam, whether from Kizaru or a Pacifista? The only real precedent is Marco back at Marineford. But even then, Marco didn't block anything. He just tanked the attacks and relied on regeneration. The reason Sanji's moment is impressive isn't because he reacted to the laser, but because he had the speed to block it and disperse it without taking damage. Now, about Sanji's speed. Larry keeps trying to compare Sanji to the version of himself who got easily stopped by flames on King. But we objectively know that Sanji is far faster than that version of himself, even without Ifrit or Diable Jambe. Why? Well, in chapter 1006, Marco hits King with 2 clean hits, the named attack Bluebird and then a knee to the stomach, without King being able to dodge or block. A King, let me remind you, who was fully on guard and saw Marco coming. That shows that King, at least temporarily, could not react to Marco's speed in that moment. Meanwhile, Queen was also fighting that exact same Marco, and Queen was actually able to perceive his movements. Fast forward, when Sanji went invisible against Queen, he wasn't even using a powered-up form. This means base Sanji outsped Queen's perception. The same Queen who could perceive Marco, the same Marco who was overwhelming King in speed. So if Sanji in base is already moving on a level that Queen can't perceive, and Queen could perceive a Marco who King struggled to keep up with, then it follows that Sanji's speed eclipses the version of himself who was stopped by King. That's not speculation, that's what the manga actually shows. So, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. I love it. I love it, man. All the Sanji gas, bro. Larry, do you have a rebuttal for him?
So, Larry, please, hit me.
What's the difference in light speed, bro?
For what? For the laser beams?
Mm-hmm.
There's no difference. I conceded that point. My point was that it's not about reacting to the attack because Kizaru wasn't even aiming at Sanji. The point of the attack was that Sanji was able to step in and disperse the light itself, which is something that hasn't been displayed by any character. No character has been able to counter the light with their speed.
But it's a devil fruit, right?
True. Yes.
So what did Jinbei do to Akainu when he was at Marineford?
He temporarily blocked his lava attack. Yes.
What did Ace do to Akainu? I mean, not Ace. What did Akainu do to Shanks' sword?
Not much. Nothing.
All right. And then when we look at what Haki does to overall devil fruits, I can admit that, like, yeah, there's going to be different strengths for different objects, but like for this instance, I expect Haki to overpower any devil fruit in any circumstance. So if Sanji happens to kick the light beam away, that's not a really big deal for me because I know that he could still kick Kizaru in the face because of his Haki. So that's not really a big thing for me.
I mean, that's fair. I don't think it's ever a point about not being able. Let's say like someone like shot the same like with Akainu, the difference is that the attack is really slow, right? So anyone can kind of step in with their Haki and stop it, but you still need a certain level of speed to be able to disperse the light, right? He didn't just like stop the light attack. He dispersed it, like it burst out, right? So to me, that's more of a speed feat rather than a Haki feat necessarily. But I see where you're coming from. But do you disagree? Do you have any contention with what I said about Sanji being a lot faster than the Sanji who fought King?
Oh yeah, he's definitely faster, but that's also King without his flame on. You feel me?
With his flame on, but he gets faster without his flame on. But I was just making that point because in both instances, right, we know that King had his flame on versus Marco, King had his flame on versus Sanji, and in the Sanji instance, right, he basically no diff Sanji. But in the Marco instance, you know, Marco is much faster than him, at least in that moment.
I thought it was a really good breakdown. I just think that when you put Marco into the equation, it's kind of hard, you know what I'm saying? Just because he's so bad. But I get it.
I get you. Yeah, Marco.
No, it was great.
Marco was a bit trash. All right,
you
cool.
killed it. No, you really killed it.
What's up with the Marco shade, man? Yeah, I be doing too much on my guy, man. Oh my guys,
Now Marco sucks, man. He hasn't done anything. Yo, I see people putting him above like Zoro and all the first commanders, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. He's had impressive moments against King and Queen, but he hasn't actually beaten anyone. Like, yeah, he's stalled some people, but I don't know. We're not putting people up there because they stall people. But I don't know. That's just my opinion.
You just put Sanji somewhere for stalling Kizaru technically, but I feel you, man.
Nah, I wasn't scaling Sanji off of that. I was just saying that it means more than what Larry seems to suggest.
Listen, some stalling.
Hey man, I'm trying to side with you, Seb. Why are you trying attacking me now?
Because you came for Marco too, man. Listen. Everybody can get these hands, man, or feet in Sanji's case. Everybody can get it.
All right, my bad, man. My bad. Marco top 1. My bad. Marco over. I don't know who you have Marco over, but Marco over anyone you got him over.
Calm down. Calm it down.
Okay.
Well, Davide, appreciate you being here, man.
All right, cool. Thank you guys for listening. Actually, I want to let you guys know I went and I posted my Mihawk theory on Reddit, and I got absolutely cooked. Oh my goodness, I was getting assaulted, and it wasn't even like people were making like rational like arguments in like response. It was just people being like, "Oh, you're a Mihawk fan. You must have Whitebeard above old Whitebeard must be above Mihawk because he's the strongest man, right? Because Mihawk's title is everything." And I'm like, oh my goodness. No one even engaged with the argument. I was so upset. So thank you guys.
It happens.
For listening.
Man. It happens.
Yeah.
Sometimes you come prepared
bad.
and people take one thing that you say or some specific obscure thought process to what you said and just they run with that instead of the actual thing. It happens.
Dude, I got 150 upvotes and then like 120 downvotes. So it was like I was actually, my phone was blowing up for like a full day about this.
You run that risk when you attack the Mihawk community, man. We know. We know. Or
I know.
Attack or support it. It happens.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys. I think this might be my last time calling in, at least on these streams. So thank you.
Okay.
Have a good one, guys.
All right, man. Have a good one.
Peace.
All right. We did get 2 more super chats. We got 35 Czar from Aya597. Prime Garp versus Kuzan, which diff? Also, how do you rate Kuzan's Haki? Love from South Africa, my G. Oh, thank you.
Oh, love the South Africa.
Yeah.
Love you guys. Thank you.
Yeah.
Prime Garp for sure.
Yeah, I would say mid diff, maybe. Okay, it could be lower than that. I'm gonna be real with you.
I gotta say mid diff.
Yeah.
Mid diff the most. Yeah.
Garp like that though, so it's like it's not a knock on Kuzan. It's a Garp is really him kind of a thing. He's capable of sparring with current Kuzan, who I believe is in his prime, when Garp is well past his prime, while also fighting the rest of the like half of the Blackbeard pirates. So you know what I mean? Like when you talk about primes now you really getting into the like, yo, this dude's way stronger than this guy. You get what I'm saying? So this Garp is like that, bro. And then we got another 14 Czar from Aya. It says Marco is a GOAT. I don't know why people keep downplaying. It's something that I heard when I was younger and it stuck with me. Too many losses and they won't respect you. It's just kind of how it works. World of anime and in the real world. So Marco hasn't won any fights. And it hurts to say that, but it's true. You got to win some of these fights. It doesn't matter if you're up against people stronger than you. It doesn't matter if you're getting jumped. You're not winning. People are going to look at you like a loser. So that's kind of where it is with Marco. All right. Let's get another caller in here. Let's get Pulseman. Pulseman, you there? No. Ooh, make sure you mute that stream behind you.
Did I get it?
All right. What's going on, man?
I'm good. How you guys doing tonight?
I am good, man. Chilling.
Hang on a second. I gotta kick my dog out. Oh. All right. I shut the door on him. Okay, sorry about that. All right, take a seat here. Am I still on?
Yeah, talk to me.
All right, cool. So, So I've been really looking forward to this the last few weeks. So what I have is a mini theory, and then my main theory. The first one's actually for you, Seb. You've kind of touched on it. I'm just adding to it. So let me know what you think of that. And then the other one is actually a theory that I made for Larry, and I'll kind of elaborate.
Can't wait to hear it.
Yeah, so I'll elaborate. There it is. So, there it is in bold letters, Blackbeard theory. So here is the theory. I believe Blackbeard's plan is to take out Emu and become the king of the world, finishing what his father started. So I will start with, that figure that we were trying to decide whether or not is Shamrock or Shanks. In this theory, I believe it's Shamrock, so that he can warn them about Blackbeard for these 3 following reasons. 1, he's Rock's son. 2, he's a Davy clan member. And 3, because he possesses the dark fruit. And so when we find out where Blackbeard was on Whitebeard's crew for like more than 2 decades, we know from the start that he was looking for that fruit. He spent all of his life looking for that fruit. And when he had the chance, despite being on that crew for years, which is supposed to be built on family and trust, without hesitation, he took out his fellow crewmate for this fruit. Since we know that Blackbeard is one that makes plans, there has to be a certain reason why. Now, assuming that Emu's power is based on devil fruit abilities, I say that the dark fruit is potentially one of Emu's weaknesses as far as on the devil fruit side, since the darkness fruit nullifies those powers. And I can't remember, I believe so. Blackbeard tried to become part of the world government, not becoming not a warlord, but he tried to become a king, right? Mm-hmm. If my memory serves me wrong, all right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I believe he tried to become a king so that he could potentially infiltrate Maryswell to then get one step closer to Emu, because that's like one of the only ways to get behind those doors, is becoming a royal. And of course, because that didn't work out, right now we know that Lafitte is currently infiltrating or is planning to infiltrate the Holy Land. So that's kind of it's not a full process, but that's what I believe his overall plan is as a whole. What do you think about that, Seb?
I like it. I'm trying to think of exactly how Shamrock would know that Blackbeard was, a Davies clan member. You know what I mean? Like how he would exactly know that piece of information. But I kind of like it. I mean, we've always wondered now that we have like the Shamrock reveal, whether or not it was Shanks or Shamrock in that room. I'm of the belief that it was Shamrock. But that still doesn't tell us who they were referring to when they said, "I want to warn you" or talk about a certain pirate or whatever. So it being Blackbeard would be interesting. I'm trying to figure out exactly how he gained the knowledge and why it would be him that he was referring to him in that way. You know what I mean? So
that's true.
I like the theory. I want to, if you can, I don't know if you have more research that you can do or more connections that you can make between the two. Because like Shamrock's so young, like he's younger than Blackbeard, right? For him to even have real knowledge of him and what happened at God Valley. Assume he might know what happened at God Valley, but then how would he know that Blackbeard was this? And it's just a lot of moving pieces there for somebody who was basically like a couple days old, maybe, when this all went down for that pivotal part of knowledge, So that's my one little minor pushback, but I kind of like the theory in general.
And honestly, I believe that, we'll really find out most likely when we get that flashback of who really it was. Because right now, I can't really think of any kind of extra morsel or context to really support that. At this point, I'm just speculating. But I mean, I think it'd be really cool, especially with, Rox basically told Emo to his face, "I'll be back." Mm-hmm. And I would think it's kind of poetic in which his own kin is going to finish the job. Like, I think that's pretty cool idea. So.
Okay.
All right. So enough about you. Time for Larry.
Okay.
So
Let's get it.
all right. So I know time and time and again, one of your biggest complaints for Garp is his inaction. And frankly, man, I love Garp, but that's a great question. And so I really went kind of deep into it. Some have kind of made mention of it, but here's my little speech. It's a couple minutes long, but I'll try to go as smoothly as possible. And, you know, once again, I really want to see your thoughts. So here we go. Garp, a highly decorated and respected Marine, considered a legend that stood toe-to-toe with the Pirate King. For most, he's a man that is praised and admired for his sense of justice and known for his disdain for the world nobles and the world government, one that does not hold back on how he feels about them. Now, of course, for some, he's considered a coward and no better than the Navy and the world government. Why? Some say it's due to the fact that he is not utilizing his power and influence as the hero of the Marines to bring about reform to the Navy, especially after what he witnessed at God Valley. Now, what if I were to say that Garp, in actuality, has no such power and influence? In fact, his hero title is meaningless. As some fans have already mentioned, his title could be a means of hiding what really happened during God Valley, in addition to hiding certain individuals involved. And a couple of questions would come to mind. Why would he be a part of this farce? And why would he stay in the Navy? The answer is simple. He has to. He has to wear the title, and he cannot leave the Navy, or at least completely cut ties. The reason? It's a definite possibility that he was threatened to comply. But what kind of a threat would make Garp, a conqueror, agree to those terms? Well, just as Dragon told Kuma once what every parent's weakness is, the same can be applied to Garp as well. We know now that Dragon was actually on God Valley as well. So it's safe to assume that's how the world government was able to make such an effective threat. And this threat wasn't a short or temporary one. They intended for Garp to keep this to the day he dies so that no one finds out the truth. Now, I do have a reason as to why this could possibly make sense. You know, we can recall Garp's vocalization on his hatred for the world nobles and government. It kind of seemed like he was free of consequence, no matter what he said and did. He is one of the only characters, if not the only character in One Piece, to outwardly be defiant and not receive any form of punishment. So it would make sense because as long as Garp does not rebel and keeps his end of the bargain, nothing else really matters. And why would the world nobles even bother to keep that promise? It's because they need him. He's necessary to keeping God Valley a secret and is a good PR move to make the Navy look good, which is a bonus for them. Now, of course, some people are gonna argue that his status is legitimate and that he's really so highly decorated that he's basically untouchable. Even Sengoku said that if it wasn't for his status, he would have already been executed. But once again, and why would they honor that if that's the case? We all know that they can try to make him disappear or try to take him out secretly and just make a false story regarding his death or raise suspicion. Of course, not in his young age, but you know, as we know, Garp's no longer in his prime, so it's a possibility. There's nothing below what the world government can do. And honestly, recently, I just came up with this idea. And it makes you think. Saint Saturn, one of the highest authorities in the world, a man extremely loyal to Emu, killed due to his failure on Egghead. If Emu had no hesitation to execute one of his loyal followers, why would he bother to tolerate an individual that does not want to cooperate and constantly insults the world nobles? And so when you think about this, it would explain why he hasn't been killed already. So what do you guys think?
I thought that was well prepared. I like that you tried to find holes in your own theory and then state how you fundamentally think this would act afterwards. And that's like one of the main things I try to do when I go to the pod. So listen, man, I think overall you did an amazing job. So shout out to you, bro, for both theories, actually.
Oh.
That means a lot. Appreciate it, because I know you go down with it.
So my thought process, and I agree with Larry on the preparedness. In regards to them threatening Dragon or holding Dragon as leverage over Garp so that he can't leave. When Dragon leaves and starts revolting against the world government and doing all the things that he's doing, obviously Garp doesn't have full control over that, but wouldn't they like deem that as too far? You know what I mean? Like they'd be willing to even have to go up against Garp to still take Dragon out. Like by that standing, to me it minimizes a little bit of Dragon's actual impact, because then it means that they could take him out whenever they want. They just have tolerated everything that he's done to this point, so that they can make Garp placate with Garp. I don't know that I like that element of it. I think that would crap too much on what Dragon's impact is actually making. Because then to me, it's just they're tolerating everything Dragon does to keep Garp in tow, versus Dragon actually being a revolutionary and actually making change or attempting to make change. But that's where it doesn't land for me there.
Yeah.
I could see them leveraging Dragon as a means to make Garp obey in the short term, or at least as a Marine. But I do think there would be a different fallout from what we're seeing play out right now in the story. And then at this point, like, I would hope Dragon's just strong enough to protect himself, where Garp doesn't or wouldn't need to acquiesce to anything, or even just have to still be a Marine. And then the third piece of me for me is like, Garp still loves the Marines as a whole. I don't know that anything would ever take him away from that. Like, how do I say this? Like, he still believes in the Marines as an entity and a necessity. He just doesn't agree with the world government. So, I don't know. I don't know, it's tough for me to comply with that one. I'm not gonna lie, Pulseman.
So I'm not gonna lie, that was honestly one of the biggest holes. Like, and I was actually gonna say, and I'm actually gonna double down. So it's not only, Dragon they're gonna be threatening. They're gonna be threatening, his whole homeland, potentially other people that he loved. Like, it's not only gonna be Dragon, because yes, even if they also threaten Luffy, once again, now he's an emperor and can take care of himself. So yes, out of all the people that are threatened, those two are the least of his concern. But at the same time, like, when you really think about it, like I don't believe the story that Sengoku told is the true story. Now, it could be true that somehow him and Roger have to face rocks, but I don't think it's as straight, straight shooting as what it really is. There has to be another angle. And for him to bear that title after such an incident, it just raised a lot of red flags for me. Like, there's definitely more to the story. And because Garp is a character of, he's demonstrating truth and justice, at least outwardly, and what he's shown throughout the years, it makes you wonder, like, why in the world he's sticking to this story, especially something as vague as what Sengoku said.
Well, has Garp doesn't speak on God Valley at all. He's called the hero of the Marines, but he doesn't like say, that's what happened. Like, you know what I mean?
So he won't even talk to Sengoku. Not at all. He don't want to talk about it.
That's what I mean. Like, the story itself, like, the story isn't anything that he is promoting or believing or not saying believing, even pushing out there as a narrative. He's allowed it to fester because it maybe in his mind it does bring more Marines to the fold. It's like remember in the Dark Knight, when Dark Knight Rises, like when at the end of the Dark Knight, when Harvey Dent is
the good guy.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So it's like, I'm willing to bear the brunt of being this false hero of the Marines when I know it really happened, because in his mind, being that fake title will bring more Marines. It'll bring more hope. You know what I mean? Bring more I I don't want to say more justice. That's not the word, but you get what I mean. Like it'll bring
like a means to an end, or
yeah, it's a required
necessary
means
evil.
to necessary evil. So that's how I viewed it, at least to this point. But yeah,
and when you go on that angle, that it really also then just proves a lot of people's point about Garp. You know, he's supposed to be absolute justice. You know, straight through, and like you said, like letting it happen is like, I don't think Garp's that kind of individual to just let it happen. The fact that he's unwilling to talk about it means something so messed up happened, like something so messed up happened that he can't afford to, at least right now. So like I said, like there's so much more.
Okay.
I mean, anything, Larry? Because like Seb pretty much took on a lot of the holes that I was really working on.
No, I don't have much, to be honest. I think it was just well prepared. I think I'm starting to realize more and more as it goes on. I just don't see myself inside of Garp's shoes, just because I feel like I would do something completely different than what he would do, in a different aspect that like Dragon would, which is why I feel like I would be a revolutionary. But I mean, if there is something important in Goa Kingdom which ties Garp's hands behind his back and keeps him compliant, I feel like that would be a very good way to let us know why Garp has held on for so long. I think the only thing I would question and push back on is, if that is true, then why invite your loved ones into the same system? I think that would be the issue for me. So if that wasn't happening, then I'd be like, yeah, you're completely right. I would like that so much better, but
yeah,
it's tough for me to accept that part.
And it really, just like Seb was saying, dang man, I just drew a blank. What did you say again? I just drew a blank. My bad.
Me or Larry?
Let's go with you, Seb. It was like one of the first points you made, first or second points you made. I had something. But I just lost it.
Dude, what were my pushbacks? I was saying that one, I think it takes away from Dragon as a character if he if like they're just basically allowing him to make this revolutionary assault against the world government as a means of just keeping Garp in tow. I think it takes away.
Oh no, I got it.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So you were talking about how to jump back to Larry. So what you were saying, Larry, about why would he still encouraging the Marines? Okay, now I got it. Because you said, Seb, that it's kind of weird to think of Garp needing a reason to not be part of the Navy since he loves the Navy. In all honesty, like we kind of know the Navy is, technically necessary, like fundamentally is necessary. However, it's imperfect because of who manages the Navy. And so I know it's kind of cheesy, but perhaps maybe at first Garp wanted, Dragon and Luffy to still be a part of it as his own way of protecting them, But of course, we know that just didn't happen. And then of course they went their own separate ways, and they're in their own right, they're basically untouchable. So now he doesn't even worry about it. Like the fact that he's so nonchalant, even saying that his own son's a terrorist. I thought it was one of the funniest things. Like he was picking his nose while he was saying it, and everyone else was making such a big deal. And even Luffy, like in his own way, he's proud of Luffy of being an emperor. So I think I find that area as like his way of conceding, like, all right, they can do what they want to do, they're safe. But I do believe like there's still a lot of holes and just a lot more questions than answers, But yeah. So.
All right.
Yeah, you did phenomenal, bro. Thank you for taking the time to prepare like that and come here and just, lay it all down. I'm pretty sure Seb feels the same way.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely pull up more often if you can.
No, I mean, I'm paying for this. I'm gonna be showing up.
I feel that, man.
I'm counting my pennies.
We'll be live again next week. I hope to hear from you.
All right, sounds good. Appreciate it, man. Have a good night, gentlemen.
You too. All right, we did get super chat in the meantime. 2 of them. 7 months at Knockout status from Doug Missy. It says, fire show as always. Love listening while at work. So many of y'all listen while y'all at work. What do y'all do that allows for that? We got another 5 from Jadarude. What if Garp invites them into the system because that's the only way he feels he can protect them while he takes them down from the inside? It's a possibility. I don't subscribe to the thought process that Garp is actively trying to take down the Marines from the inside of the world government from the inside. But it's possible. It's not like outside the realm of possibility. He could definitely be connected to Sword in some way. He could definitely have some other stuff going on. But you know, I get that people think that. To me, being a Marine is still his best means of protecting as many civilians as possible until basically all the crap that Luffy's gonna bring to the table and Dragon and all the other like all this stuff's gonna need to happen to change the Marines in the end, right? Or change the world government's stranglehold on the world in the end. It's not unfair to me for Garp to see all that and go, odds are I can't overcome it. Which maybe, you know what I mean? Like, it's difficult, man. Like, you'd have to overcome all the Yonko and overcome all the Gorosei and overcome all the Holy Knights and overcome Emu. And is that something you want to have to deal with? Meanwhile, all these pirates are still running rampant in the world. It's just, I think Garp looks at the Marines as a necessary evil. I think it doesn't need to be much more nuanced than that. It just is because of the scope of what Emu and the Gorosei are doing. So, but definitely good conversation. Let's get another caller in here. Let's go Bazzilion. Bazzilion, you there?
Yo, what up, gang?
What's up, man? What's going on?
So I was gonna bring up a theory. It's not my theory, but I just wanted to get your thoughts on it. This was a theory by Mr. Morj. Y'all probably know who he is.
Yeah.
And I wanted to hear your thoughts. What do you think about the theory that the Seraphim are gonna be on Blackbeard's crew and they're gonna replace like most of the crew? And if you want me to get into detail, I can.
No, I saw the theory. I don't know that Larry
Okay.
has. Larry doesn't typically watch other YouTubers too often, but I've seen the theory. I kind of like it because for a long time, a lot of people thought that Blackbeard getting Katarina Devon to touch Saint Saturn would have a benefit in the way of getting him to the throne, right? But then Saturn almost immediately got removed from the playing field as far as his relevance, like he's dead, right? So what other value would that give him? And that has always been one of them, right? The Seraphim would still have that command ship, and odds are I don't think it gets deprogrammed to not have Saturn in it. I mean, I guess it could with York over there on the other side, but I don't think she's gonna take the time to do that. So
yeah,
they would be able to control the Seraphim to do this. My only real pushback I've ever had on the theory is I don't like the thought of them removing the other half, like the other Blackbeard pirates, like the level 6 prisoners. I was like, nah, like do both. Like, why? I like it when the villains have the deck stacked in their favor. So to me, maybe it's them fighting them with them, like the Seraphim plus those impel down inmates or whatever.
Yeah.
That was my one pushback when I had watched the theory. Like, I don't like that they're removing some of the chess pieces from the board. Like, keep that on the board. Keep those make it that much harder to win the fight, right? And no, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, I somewhat agree with you, but at the same time, if you remember in the video, he did say because he was talking, if you remember, he said that the core team, like the 4 that were on Jaya, that showed up with him first, the day ones, they were gonna stay.
Yeah.
And then obviously Katarina and Aokiji's irrelevant. He's probably gonna be used for something else. So, but if you like, because he mentioned that the other Blackbeard pirates, other than the core crew, only really care about themselves. Like the core crew they actually care about Blackbeard, and they've been with him from the beginning, like before he became a warlord,
Yeah.
before he became Yonko, before everything, you know. And so they're gonna stick with him. But we've seen in like during the raid on Beehive by Garp, where people like Pizarro, when they were fighting Kobe, all they cared about was the glory.
Yeah.
They didn't like, he was like, I'm gonna take all the fame for this, you know, because he was like, that's all he cared about. And Blackbeard knows this. I mean, he said to Aokiji, like, we're not friends, we're not like, we're just people with aligned interests, you know. And I don't like, I think that only I mean, it might somewhat apply to the core crew, but you see it more with the Impel Down characters.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So, and I think if this does play out, I think the way it would play out is like Blackbeard's probably like Blackbeard, I think would probably be like, he'd probably find out like they were plotting on him or something. And then he's like, all right, I'm going to take care of y'all. And then I'm going to get the Seraphim to take y'all out, you know? Because when we were exploring their devil fruits, because this is another reason why I kind of lean towards it, they didn't really like emphasize their devil fruits too much. Because they were like, for example, Pizarro's devil fruit, right? It's just an upscale of Pika's, you know? It's not really that impressive, you know? It's not really a game changer, you know? Same thing with like San Juan Wolves. Like, we have people who can destroy islands, you know? So like and I mean, unless he's like this super strong, you know, giant, I don't know like the details of the fruit. But like, if he's like at like the average, and I mean, we have people like Loki now, you know, who are already like 50 times the size, not 50 times, like 20 times the size of a regular giant, you know? And so, you know, if we have characters like Loki who can destroy islands, like, what is San Juan Wolf gonna do? You know, the only useful devil fruits are obviously Katarina's, right? Where she can turn into anybody, so she's gonna use Saturn. And obviously the core crew, because their devil fruits were more emphasized than the Impel Down crew. You know, like, we actually got to see them. Other than Pizarro, we got to actually like see them. You know, even though they weren't that important.
Have we seen Lafitte's devil fruit that much? I think he just kind of.
I will say Lafitte, I will admit that's the only one, but I think that's because Oda's trying to like keep it a mystery.
Okay.
You know, there might be something important about it, because that was the first devil fruit that was revealed other than Blackbeard's. If you obviously know that, and he used it to infiltrate Maryjois. You know, so it might be very important to like keep it a secret for now. I have no idea, but. The only hole in my theory, or not my theory, it's not mine, I'm not claiming it. The only hole I see is like, how did Blackbeard know the Gorosei were the ones that had the top authority over the Seraphim? That's the only thing I can like think of, because when I discussed it with other people, they were like, well, how did Blackbeard know? You know, like he meets one Seraphim and he's like, oh, I know how to control them. Let's go to Egghead and and he intercepted Saturn at the perfect time. You know, it was like, it was weird.
So, and I agree with that as a weird thing. I don't think, how do I say this? Blackbeard tends to fail upward more than people realize. So like the goal of getting, how I say this? The goal of getting Saturn, I don't believe, was originally connected in Blackbeard's mind to getting the Seraphim, right? But it's a perk. So like Blackbeard tried to go get Luffy and failed, and then on the way to go get Luffy again, Ace pops up, right? Blackbeard tries to go to Impel Down to do his thing and fails technically, and then because Shiryu gets released, like he's able to recruit Shiryu and then get to the Impel Down people. So it's like. He doesn't always just work out, but it works out in the end for him. So this could be another one of those like Blackbeard. Oh man, I messed up because I got this guy. I got the visibility of Saturn. This is a secondary usage because I can't just use him to influence my way up to king status. So, I mean, as far as gaining the knowledge, I don't know, man. That can be explained away in a panel, to be honest. Like, for all we know, Katarina Devon's Devil Fruit allows her to gain some of the memories or gain some of the knowledge of the past 2 hours of the, you know what I mean? Like, Oda can explain that piece of it away easily enough, in my opinion, whether we'll like it or not. But I don't think that's too big of a leap of logic there as far as gaining that knowledge. But plus, Blackbeard seems to know everything anyway, so.
But yeah,
I mean,
does Larry have any thoughts?
Yeah, Larry, what's up? Larry might be away. He's kind of dealing with some personal stuff.
Yeah, I get it.
So I don't know if he's here, but I did think the theory was cool though when I saw the video. It was interesting.
I think so
I'd never. That's what I like about Morj a lot. He has thought processes that don't always align with the rest of the community, but he finds a way to make them make sense. So I've always been a bit of a Morj fan.
Yeah.
So shout out to Morj.
Yeah. Shout out, man. Shout out to him.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about. I was trying to keep it short, but it was good talking to you, man.
Yeah, man, definitely. We'll be live again next week, so pull up.
All right, for sure. Yeah, just like the last guy, I'm paying for this, so.
Hey, man, we appreciate the support, bro.
Yeah. Nah, I'm just paying my taxes, man. I'm just doing my civic duty. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate it.
I'll catch you later, man.
All right. Let's get Aaron in here. Aaron, what's going on, bro? AaronCreates himself.
Yo, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Chilling, man. Chilling. What's going on, man?
Chilling, man. So I got a quick question for you, man. So I know you said Larry is up and about, but first of all, hold on. How was your day? Did anybody ask you that today?
A couple people actually. Not so much here. Actually, yeah, even here. But I've been doing a lot of like, oh, you're on camera. I've been interviewing people for a position I have open up in my company. So a lot of calls, a lot of calls today. So.
Got you. All right. You know, good to know that you're doing well, my brother. But so I got a quick question for you. So we all know that Whitebeard and Kaido did not awaken their devil fruits. Why do you think that is?
Do we know that for sure? Like, is that part of the SPS that dropped recently? I know some people had tagged me about that. I haven't had a chance to read it.
I'm not in tune like y'all got the connections. I don't know. I just want to know your personal opinion.
I would say they both have, but if it's been confirmed that they haven't, then I would say the reasoning would be that their nature doesn't align well enough with the devil fruits or meaning. So this is gonna get into a lot of it's a lot. So Whitebeard embodies his devil fruit in the sense that he's larger than life and he's supposed to be the strongest man in the world, right? He embodies that element of it. But the bigger element of the fruit is destruction. Pure, unadulterated destruction. That's not who Whitebeard is at his core. He's a family man. He's somebody who wants to build versus destroy. So if Whitebeard couldn't awaken his devil fruit, it's because his temperament doesn't align with the actual goal or actual original dream. Like somebody dreamt up this fruit and was like, I want to destroy something. I want to be able to swing and crack the ocean open or whatever. Whitebeard's temperament doesn't align directly with that. And with Kaido, obviously he aligns in the sense that he's an Oni. He's a giant dragon. He's like, you know what I mean? Brings destruction, all that stuff. But dragons are supposed to be a mythical being that protects. Kaido doesn't protect anything. He doesn't protect even his daughter. He doesn't protect anything. So these are more nuanced thought processes that kind of only came about after Wano and after Vegapunk's speech about where devil fruits spawn from. But I would have, again, I'm of the belief that they were awakened. But if they aren't, that would be my reasoning. So I don't know if you share that thought process or if Larry has a different thought process But I think he just went off mute. So
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. What up, Aaron? Thank you for the art that you made for me, man. I truly appreciate how big my teeth were. My girl also loved it. She laughed at me the entire time.
What? You know what? I'm glad you love it, man. Glad you love it.
Yeah,
I'm
I
actually
do have some big teeth.
but you know what? You probably had the best yearbook picture out of everybody in your school, man.
I did.
Yo, Larry had a Jerry curl in high school, bro. No,
Yeah,
no joke, no joke. And he pulled it off though somehow. In the mid
pulled it off.
2000s, he pulled it off. Insane.
Wow, mid 2000s is crazy, bro. But
So
oh my
I
bad. Go
do
ahead.
want to say something. So I think I might be the only person that doesn't believe that devil fruits can't be awakened by the people that are using them, because when the Gorosei said that the Gomu Gomu, right, which is the Ninka fruit, has a will of its own, I kind of assume that all devil fruits have a will of their own. And if that is so, then that means that they put themselves in position to be eaten by the people they want them to be eaten by. So if that is true in theory, then most likely that means that every devil fruit by every user can be awakened. And it just matters what they go through in order to awaken it, such as like mental adversity or just like emotional adversity. You know what I'm saying? So for me,
Yeah.
that's how I look at it right now, that everybody can awaken their devil fruit if the devil fruit has a will of its own and put themselves in position to be eaten by them. Because the Gomu Gomu no Mi was like running around for 800 years, right? Nobody ate it from what we knew since Joy Boy. So that's the only thing I believe right now. So I think Kaido could have awakened it, especially since he knew what awakening was.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's just say somebody has those preliminary characteristics that, you know, the devil fruit would find itself, you know, hey, you know what? That's a good candidate. I'm gonna allow them to eat me. Pause, where however y'all would take that. But is it for those type of people? For example, your Whitebeards, right? He had all the characteristics of a conqueror, right? Strong, level-headed, and he embodied and got the title of strongest man in the world. But for some reason, let's just say it's out there, like the spirit or the will of the devil fruit is just pure destruction. And like Seb said, that's not what Whitebeard stands for. So like, how would you respond to that? Larry had to go.
So I think sometimes when you take the devil fruit for what it is, right, the destruction part of Whitebeard's fruit, what if it's not just the destruction part? What if, you know, earthquakes themselves put Pangea together and then it also separated it? You know, the world rotates because of earthquakes and there are benefits to some of it, right? So like if earthquakes put Pangea together or separated it, that means that the devil fruit could bring families together or destroy them, such as Whitebeard bringing, you know, his family together and then Blackbeard destroying it. So I don't know. I think if you look at devil fruits in a surface level way, you'll think a certain way. But if you look at it like a layer deeper, then it could be different for each person.
I don't know, man. When Pangea broke up, they said them divorce papers is final. They never getting back together. So my question was more so alluding to like, all right, so we do know, let's just say hypothetically, the wills of the devil fruits of Kaido and Whitebeard, like they're opposing each other, right? So being that Blackbeard now has the Gura Gura, would he be the one where like, okay, now it's going to be confirmed that he is going to awaken this devil fruit, or at least it's more noticeable that it's awakened?
That's a good question. I think it would definitely be noticeable that they're both awakened. But I do want you to look at the previous statement I was making before, how like devil fruits necessarily aren't like a good or evil nature, they just exist. So if Blackbeard awakens the Gora and he awakens the Yami, the Gora and the Yami can't have the same dreams since they're two different devil fruits. So that means that Blackbeard has to be able to accomplish both of those dreams. And that kind of just, you know what I'm saying? It's somehow those two devil fruits have to have some same purpose in order to be awakened by the same person.
So what do you think the will of the Yami Yami is?
Oh, I don't know, bro.
Because I think they kind of fall in the same category.
They're
of
at
just
least
like
similar, right?
Darkness or
Darkness
destruction.
and
That's what I would think.
They're at least similar. They're from the same family of grime, family of mentality. I would assume anyway.
And the Gura was stolen. So, my bad.
I heard Larry say something, but then he went mute, so I don't know. Yeah, I would assume they're at least similar thought processes of the people who spawned them, if Vegapunk's theory is correct. I don't think they were like spawned from the same person or anything, but who knows? At that, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they were. Maybe that's why it's able to happen. Like maybe that's the key. If you can, how do I say this? If somebody's dream, the same person dreamed up the same devil fruits, you can eat those two devil fruits. Maybe that's the reason. I don't know how Blackbeard would know or come to gain that knowledge. You know what I'm saying? But
and you say he know everything.
Yeah, I mean, but what if Davy Jones spawned them? You know, like that goes down a whole different thought train, and maybe I got to do a whole theory on that. Maybe I will, but maybe that's why. One of them is a will to destroy. One is a will to pull everything in and kind of destroy as well. So, I don't know. I don't know. Now you got me thinking. So.
But now that was it. But thanks for having me on. It was a pleasure talking to you again, Seb. And Seb, I'm trying to tell you, man, ever since I linked up with you that one time, bro, that's when the theory started kicking in. Because I don't know if you remember, I couldn't come with a theory to save my life.
Listen, theory crafting, this is how it works. You get into conversation with people with differing mind states, but y'all have a similar notion in some way. And then boom, you find gold, man. And I'm gonna tell you, I'll probably write a thesis on this in the next week or two about how devil fruits that spawn from the same person can be eaten by the same person down in the future or whatever. So we'll see, bro.
Look forward to it, man.
See if people like it or not. Maybe they'll look at it as just me glazing Blackbeard. But
probably. But nah, you guys have a good rest of your night. Thanks for having me on.
All right, man. You too.
Thank you, Aaron.
All right, shout out to Aaron. All right, we got a couple more super chats to read in the meantime. All right, we got 3 months at Nakama status from Mihawk the Goat 32. Final War will have the best feats. New gen is greater than old gen. I feel like, how do I say this? Luffy's feats and Emu's feats will probably be the top that we've seen. And then we talk about old gen, there's feats from Joy Boy that we're probably going to see that'll surpass anything we saw from Roger or Rocks too. So like, I get what you mean as far as like the new gen will surpass the old gen. I don't think it's going to be like, yo, the average new gen person is stronger than the average old gen or whatever. There's going to be people at the top, and Luffy clearly needs to be at the very top to win this thing. Same thing with like whoever else is going to be there. Maybe it's Shanks, maybe Dragon, etc. I believe in new gen surpassing old gen counterpoints. I just don't know if I believe that the new gen as a whole is stronger or more impressive than the old generation. That makes sense, right? But that's kind of how I view it. Maybe that doesn't make sense. Maybe that doesn't. I don't know. Made sense to me. We got another 2 from Jada Rude. Who cooking and singing on Blackbeard ship? They take turns. That's how roommates typically work. Yo, you cook one night, I'll cook this week. You know, they take turns. You know? And then the singing, they all seem to be down to sing. At the bar when they drinking. As grimy as the Blackbeard pirates are, they seem to have a good time more often than not. They're just pieces of crap. Another 20 from Cyborg Frankie, it says, Little Cuddy Flam Glaze. I found Vegapunk had joined the world government late in life. The timeline between the Beam blueprints and meeting Kizaru is roughly 30 plus years. Vegapunk said he needs time/money for that stuff, while Frankie built it in a cave. Is Frankie a more impressive scientist than Vegapunk? I don't know if I'm ready to go all the way with that one, Cyborg. I don't know, man. I don't know. But thank you for the 20, bro. I'm always down for Frankie Glaze. Pause. But it is impressive. He definitely had less to work with, but he was also working on Vegapunk's. Like, he had Vegapunk's old laboratory, right? And schematics and things. Like, he got a little bit of a bump from his guy, right? It wasn't just I'm out here doing this myself, right? So, see. Another 5 from Blind Shepherd. I love to call in, but work is crazy right now. I have a theory for y'all next week, though. Shepherd, we'd love to have you, bro. You do so much for us, man. Pull up anytime. And then we got another Nakama join the ship, and our guy King Alcazar. Alcazar, man, thank you. Enjoy all the emojis that come with being a Nakama on YouTube. All right, let's round these all out. I do kind of have a hard stop around 8. I can wash my jankies, man. So I'll try to get quickly into these calls. Let's get KSG in here. KSG, you there?
Hey.
How's it going, man? How you been?
Doing good. Let me just mute the stream real quick. What's up?
Chilling, man. Chilling. Rapid fire. I gotta get to this Yankee game. It's on in like 20. I got a couple more calls.
So I do have a theory, but first off, since Larry's also here, it's for him.
He may or might not be.
Game?
He might not be.
Okay.
Yeah. But I mean,
what current video game are you playing, if any?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not playing any video games right now, but if I was to play a video game, it'd probably be Final Fantasy VII.
No.
Huh?
Do you have a game, Seb, or no?
I'm not a huge gamer anymore. I've been one of those like lame dudes that just plays 2K or Call of Duty for the last like 10 years of my gaming life. There was a time where I was big into like Fallout, big into some like more obscure games like Shenmue and things like that. But now I'm a shill, man. I get 2K, and I don't even think I'm getting 2K this year. I just don't. I don't really have the time. I'll say that. I've downloaded Marvel Rivals. I haven't played it one time. You know what I mean? Like I'm that guy. But what are you playing? If you want to, people know.
I play weird games.
Okay.
I got access because I won a raffle for the Black Ops 6, Black Ops 7 beta. Played it, hate it.
Okay.
It's not fun. It's not like Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, where you could just get on, have fun.
Yeah.
I like sniping. They've ruined it, but hey, you got to vote with your wallet. Hopefully they change it and make it fun again. But just messing around with different stuff. But I can finally say the theory that I crafted when Broker did his thing.
Okay.
So first and foremost, I don't make theories. I'm just the type of person who interacts with it and just enjoys it for what it is. I also go on tangents when I write, so hopefully it's not that bad. Are we ready for it?
Yes, sir.
Alright. So it's about Conqueror's Haki, and what we know about Conqueror's Haki is your will has to be strong enough to be able to use Conqueror's Haki. When a user of Conqueror's Haki, they can release their Haki, causing people to be knocked out due to their spirits being overpowered by a Conqueror's user and their will. My thing is just within the Straw Hats, Usopp, Nami, Chopper. You can say other people, but those are the weak trio. Are prime candidates to be knocked out every time someone uses Conqueror's Haki, causing the fight to turn into defense. I also think that every Conqueror user has 2 states. They have a passive and an active mode. Passive usage is day-to-day life. With passive usage, everyone around that person is getting used to their strength in Conqueror's Haki, making them less susceptible to other people with it. This can be seen from when Shake steps into Whitebeard's ship, and Marco says all the new recruits do this, meaning pass out and faint. I say they faint because they haven't been around Whitebeard enough to be able to handle Shanks' Haki. I'm not saying Whitebeard has better Haki than Shanks, but if you're around it, you get used to it.
Okay.
Shanks' hand does active emission of sorry. I have to read. I'm not great.
No, you're good.
At Marineford, Luffy uses his Haki accidentally when they were about to finish Ace off, where all the Marines who have battled under or someone who's not confirmed to have Conqueror Haki stayed standing. We don't know because not a lot of Marines we do know, but that's just what I have to say. Other people who stood could be classified as strong-willed. That's why that they were dazed and not knocked out. At Fishman Island, the same thing can be seen where 50,000 were knocked out and 50,000 were still standing. An active use would be Whitebeard versus Roger, Luffy versus Kaido, where we see Conqueror's Haki being used in a controlled manner of an area, keeping it on the roof, top not to affect the lower floors. Nami stood up to Kaido not because she thought he was lying, but because she could feel her captain's emission of Conqueror's Haki, making her be brave enough to look a Black Breath in the face and not fear it. In that moment, we see how being with Luffy has built her stronger by her passively taking in Luffy's Haki. Pause. With Chopper and Usopp being around Luffy as well, they're building a tolerance to Conqueror's Haki, making it so that when they are in close proximity of Conqueror v. Conqueror Haki fighting, they won't be a liability to the rest of the crew being knocked out and needed to be defended. And that's it.
So you're saying that the proximity that you are to strong Conqueror's Haki or strong displays of Conqueror's Haki consistently can actively impact your willpower, your tolerance, your strength on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah, because to me, if I'm in One Piece and I'm fighting, well, why don't I just knock out his crew? Now he's going to be worrying about his crew survivability and defeating me. So with that, it bridges the gap between why people can sustain the Conqueror's Haki and people can't.
I think I really like that. Larry, I saw you jumped off mute for a second. I don't know if you're back or have something you want to say about it.
No, he has a point, because when we went to Wano and Shanks was emitting Conqueror's Haki, it was stated that Shanks needs to be aware that the new people on board can't withstand it, so they ended up passing out. So as long as you're around Conqueror's Haki users like that, I can see you becoming a little immune. And I think that's a great point, actually.
Yeah, I've never thought of it in that way, but I think every bit of information we have about it is always like you mentioned the Whitebeard pirates, Larry just mentioned the Shanks, the red hair pirates, like the newbies get to the back. Y'all aren't going to be able to handle this. But basically, if y'all are more veteran and have been around people for a long enough time and have experienced this stuff for a long enough time, like you'll be fine around it yourselves. Now, I don't know if that means you have to be around conquerors every day, the way that the Straw Hats are with Luffy and Zoro, or like the Whitebeard pirate veterans are with Whitebeard, and and the same thing with the Shanks pirates, or the Red Hair pirates. But I definitely think it's a real thing. It would also explain why we even saw vice admirals get knocked out by Conqueror's Haki at Marineford, and there's only so many Marines that have Conqueror's Haki, or so many Conqueror's Haki people that they're going to be around on a day-to-day basis, and they got knocked out when they got experienced with some of it. So it's like,
I got pushback though.
Oh, you got pushback. Hit me.
So the Gorosei, they got turned back from what they were experiencing with Joy Boy. Meanwhile, Emu has Conqueror's Haki that's like out of this realm too.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, how are they not consistently being immune to Joy Boys at least a little bit if they're around Emu or receiving Emu's power?
I will say I don't have anything for that because I wrote this as Egghead was just starting. Like when Broker did it, I took like 3 days to think of something and write it. So I didn't have any of that information. And again, I'm sure you can find so many things within the story that can say otherwise. But what I can think right now is that with Joy Boy's Haki is we don't fully know his strength with it. So it could be that Shanks' Haki for current day is the most powerful, but with Joy Boy, he was steps above that. So you also have to figure out what exactly. So maybe he's just so far above with Conqueror's Haki that they can't do it in a way, sort of like how Marco and all of them still felt Shanks' Haki, but they were able to still stand. Just because they've been around Whitebeard in this case, they still feel the effect, but it wasn't as prominent.
So it's not so much pushback, it's just kind of questions for what Larry's pushback was. One, and I saw one in the chat, how often are the Gorosei around Emu? Like, I know they've been connected to him for a long time, but are they actually around him that often? And is the way that they were utilizing their powers Emu's Haki, or is it his Devil Fruit, right? So, like, that's my first question. And then second question was, considering that Saturn didn't go back because he was there, is it just something at play with the ability to teleport there using the Abyss Circles that caused them to be able to go back in the way that they
Saturn is the one that summoned them there.
Yeah.
So of course he wouldn't go back because he didn't use the summoning except on the ship.
Yeah.
And then they get their power directly from Eve.
We don't know. So we don't know what it is yet, though. We don't know if that's the Devil Fruit or Haki. You know what I'm saying? Seemingly a Devil Fruit, but I've heard people argue that it's Haki. So it's like I just don't know what that is. Like there's something about that that's just different, right? So it's like I don't know how to gauge it yet. I don't know. But KSG, I thought that was really well put, man. Thank you for taking the time to write it out. And I haven't thought about Haki in that same way, but the examples you used were very compelling to me.
Thank you. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. And
I forgot.
Thank you so much, KSG.
I forgot he does that, bro. Oh my god. Terrible. We did get another super chat from Fremos. It says, have you ever watched or read Claymore? Was the first manga to really get me into reading manga. I highly recommend. I'll add it to the list. I've heard of Claymore before. I'll add it to the list. All right. Last two callers. Let's get Lex in here. Lex, talk to me, bro. Lex, you there?
Wait, yo, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. What's going on, man?
Yo, I took an L yesterday. No, I took 2 L's. I was freaking scalper, bro. Wash. I thought, mira. I thought that the Pirate King's crew would win, but they got washed by the blue pheasant and the yellow monkey. That's literally what their names mean. So, anyways, so here's my theory. So check this out. This isn't really my theory. I read this online, but I thought it was very interesting. I've always wanted to know what you guys think of this theory, but check it out. So is it possible? I read that the will of D makes it so that they're not influenced by the Domi Reversi, right? So they're not influenced by it, right? So I read that Joy Boy was not part of the D clan. He didn't have the will of D, and he was Domi Reversi, which would explain why there's the two Joy Boys, the Joy Boy who is the savior and the Joy Boy who is the destroyer. You get me? And so that I thought that was very interesting, and you know what I mean? And the other aspect would be that these pirate crews, they always have these themes, right? For example, Big Mom's crew has the food theme. Kaido's has like the games, like the card games theme, whatever. Nika's, what if Joy Boys was like the planets? So Nika, Mercury, Mars, Saturn, all these, you know what I mean? The elders. What if the elders were part of his crew and they all betrayed him? You know what I mean? For immortality and all these things that Emu promised. You get me? And so I want to take it one step further. What I thought was maybe Joy Boy wanted to maybe he got Domi Reversi because he wanted to save the fishermen. You get me? Because he apologized to fishermen with the Noah. He was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I couldn't save you guys." You know what I mean? That's what I was thinking. But I just wanted to know what you guys think about it. Hello?
No, we're here.
Yeah, but that was the whole theory, more or less. The Joy Boy at the end was seen as like he was Domi Reversi and he was like turned evil, kind of thing. You know what I mean? And that's why he wasn't able to fulfill what people like wanted from him. Because there's also this other thing I read that Joy Boy, the first one, Nika, the first one, was never actually a person. He was actually like like something that the people wanted. It was like a dream. You know what I mean? It was like the will of the people or something like that. And so I thought that was really interesting, you know? But yeah, because like Emu is really seen as like how I see Emu is like the shepherd. You know what I mean? Because why what I'm trying to think of, and I think someone kind of mentioned this earlier, why does Emu run the Navy, the Marines or whatever? Like why does Emu try to get all these people to pay him these, you know what I mean, with like these bounties, whatever, with their money and all that? Like I really feel like he's harvesting people for these ancient weapons. You know what I mean? And that these ancient weapons might have even had to do with Joy Boy's crew, because the ancient weapons are also planets. Pluton, Neptune, you know what I mean? Like Uranus. So I don't know. It's kind of like it's my theory. Like I really hope we get like a whole flashback of like the Void Century and everything that happened before. Maybe even a movie. I don't know. That would be cool. But that's more or less like what I think of it, how I see it. I want to hear what you guys think of it. You know.
I really like the component of Joy Boy's crew's theme being the planets or the solar system or something along that. I think that's really dope, because it does work with the consistent notion of these strong pirates having a theme, right? That can make Pluton their ship. It could make a lot of things. I like the element that you brought in about the Gorosei being former crew members of Joy Boy potentially, and them betraying him, and this is why they feel such remorse, either remorse or just disdain towards him. Why did they betray him? You know, you mentioned the fisherman. I like all that. I really like the part you said about the will of D protects you from Domi Reversi or from techniques like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm under the belief that Joy Boy was Domi Reversi'd. We don't know enough about what went down with him. I like to think that they failed in a way that like Luffy won't fail, like the Luffy and the Straw Hats won't fail. Getting Domi Reversi would be a pretty bittersweet way to end Joy Boy's eventual story for me. I don't know if I like that. I can see it though. I don't have real pushback against it, and I like the notions that you brought alongside it. I just don't know if I would enjoy that as a reader. I saw Larry jumped off mute, so I'll let him take it from there.
Yeah, so once I saw Emu on all fours, it was over, bro. Like, I'm sorry. There's no way he turned him in with Domi Reversi, bro. It's just impossible. Impossible.
Okay. Yo, Seb, you didn't know about that theory?
No, I haven't heard that. I've heard
I got a knee slapper. Man. All right. I like that one. That was my favorite. That's one of my favorites. You know what I mean? So yeah. But yeah, that's more or less what I had, man. Because I really like to like, bro, I be critical thinking about like the whole history of like the devil fruits and as you can see, I'm always sending random questions, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's just I don't know. I think it really has to do with just like freedom in general. I think that's the whole theme of One Piece, isn't it? Like I mean, you know, and all that. But I'm gonna let you guys go because I know you gotta see a game. So I'm gonna let you enjoy the game, bro. Y'all have a good night, all right?
All right, man. You too.
Thank you, man.
Keep that energy, bro. I love that.
Thank you. That's how it be, bro. Y'all have a good one. Later.
Later. All right. Yo, he be hyped, bro. He be hyped up.
Listen, man, we need good people with good energy like that.
Love it. I love it. All right, final caller of the day. It's gonna be Xerxes. I do have to run. So Xerxes, talk to us, man. How you living, bro? It's been a while. I don't even know if he's here. I think he's deafened. Xerxes, you there? Xerxes going once. Oh, there we go. How you living, bro? Oh, mute that stream in the background, gang.
Hello?
Hey, man, what's going on?
I'm doing all right. I just wanted to say, you know, this was a good stream today. You know, Larry was going in and out. The twins not here, but
how's it going,
I say next week, you know, I talk a lot more than this week. But for this week, I want to say, you know, one of your callers said, you know, he suggested an anime. I would suggest y'all or read this manga called Ultimate Exorcist Kiyoshi. Like, that's a good manga that's out currently.
It's a manga or a manhwa?
It's a what? I guess. What's the difference?
There's not a major difference. Just kind of how you read them. Really, the difference.
I read it on Shonen Jump. Ultimate Exorcist Kiyoshi. It's with shamans and demons and angels and spiritualists and stuff.
Okay.
If y'all into that.
The twins ain't gonna read it, but I might check it out.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I put it in my notes. I put it in my manga to read notes.
Okay. Oh, I would have a suggestion. I think one of your daily back fights, you should have Kid versus Zoro and Sanji versus Law. I think people would love that.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. Kid would get 0 votes. I know. Listen, even if the fight is closer to that than I think it's closer, Kid would probably end up with 0 votes in that fight. I do think that some people will cape for Sanji, but I think Law would beat him. So I'm a Sanji guy, right? So I don't know. I don't know how close those will end up actually being, but we could try it. I think it'd be more interesting if we did Kid, Sanji and Zoro together versus Kid and Law together, because then it's about utility. But maybe I think somebody's asked us that in the channel before, like as a super chat.
Oh, okay.
Bring back Kid versus Anel, bro.
Oh man, Xerxes, do you have a specific question, or that's all you got, man? What's up?
Oh no, I mean, it looks like wasn't y'all about to end?
Yeah, I'm gonna give you your time, though. Yeah, I mean, you up here. If you got a specific thing you want us to answer, or maybe not a huge theory, I'll say that. If you got something.
Well, I mean, only thing I would say is, I don't have nothing. I'll wait till next week.
I appreciate you appreciating my time, man. I want to say thank you for that, bro.
I would say enjoy your day, enjoy your night.
All right, man. Have a good one. Always good hearing from you.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's all we got. We don't have any more super chats left, and I do kind of gotta run, everybody, so I can catch my Yankee game. But this was fun. I know it was Dolo for a little bit there, but Larry popped in and supported, so shout out to the boy. Yeah, Larry, you want to say anything before we close out?
No, just thank you to everybody that continues to support. Thank you to everybody that like joined up and asked all these questions and put a lot of thought into your questions. So we appreciate it. So are we doing this next week, Sub?
Yeah, I'm gonna be in town next week. I thought I wasn't going to be, but I will be here. So we can determine which day for the call-in. But we will be live on Monday for the regular pod. We will be live next Wednesday for the DDT, and then I gotta converse with Larry as to what day we'll do the call-in. But we will be live for the call-in, barring any changes. But yeah, I don't know that a chapter will drop, so I don't think you're gonna be going live this Sunday unless you just feel like it. So, but yeah, stick around for that, guys. Tune in. Hit the like button if you haven't already. It does help with the YouTube algorithm. Share this out to your friends, people you think would be interested in the conversation we had today. And if you want to participate in this stuff, have a guaranteed spot and not have to rely on somebody donating you in, please become a server tiered member. Nakama, Warlord, or higher will let you become a caller. So yeah, man. That's all I got. Everyone have a good night and go yeah.